Hello. Sorry I missed Dan's premiere. I was there in spirit. I had to hook up my other. Can you hear me, first of all? Thank you, Goldie. Um, thanks, Beaches. I had to hook up my second laptop so that I could keep an eye on the Clancy verdict, which I don't think is going to be rolling in any second now, but just in case. So we'll have an eye on that. Congratulations, Cracked, for getting a job, two jobs, a job. And what else do I have of business here? Oh, yes. So, well, everyone is kind of getting here or whatever. Um, a few things. What were they? I don't know if Forever Wander is here, but she's one of the people who I wanted to ask to put. I think she had sent me an email with a picture of her pet, and I wanted anyone who wants to be featured because I'm putting together this kind of. I'll probably have to split it up or make it really fast. I don't know yet, but of everyone's little pets and animals. And for an intro, probably an outro, because, after we watch what we watch, it's nice to have something nice to watch. Um, and yeah, so if you haven't put your pets on my community page, which I recently discovered, please do if you want to. And thank you for being a member for 4 months, Kat.
Only the sexy people.
Let's do that
Only
again.
the sexy people.
I don't know
Fuck you on
why
the
that's
steak
so.
and fuck you on the potatoes.
I feel like it's more it's quieter now than it was. Yes, I saw that. That was amazing, right? Good for her. She deserves that. She should be on every show. Hey, goody. Two shoes. Hi, if I may. Thanks, Beth. I think I may have gotten here before you did this time. Hey, Route. Hey, Candace. So, um, hey, class. I don't really, what I have queued up for us is just, thank you, LZ. How cute you are. Thank you for the gift membership. Um, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't really have anything. What I have queued up, although I have some other options because um, I think Tabby sent me a few things that we could look at, although I didn't look carefully if there's, I don't think it's one of those channels where he just shows body cams and stuff, but he doesn't give too much of it because I don't like to use videos where it's too much of their own input because then, you know. Um, hey, Michael. Uh,
Only the
but I have
sexy people.
queued up, I have the interrogation of that dentist who shot her boyfriend through a door in self-defense, Suzanne Miracle. We watched that, or some of us watched that trial and talked about it. And we saw her body cams, which are ridiculous. She's rolling around in her front yard, screaming, carrying on. And I know that I watched this. I don't know if I watched this whole thing. This is the whole interrogation, and I don't know if I watched the whole thing, but I watched part of it before. But I just started watching it a few nights ago and stopped immediately and added it to the playlist for the live because she does something right in the beginning that's. Hey, Fletch.
Compass Ventus.
Oh, you never heard of this? Do you? Some of you, I'm sure, remember it. Carolina, how are you in Lawless? Um, Hi Disney, Anders. Uh, so we can start watching that, and if you don't want to, just let me know, and we can do whatever you want. So what I figured we would do one of those. You tell me what to do, and then I try to listen to you. I've got on my other screen Law and Crime Trials, waiting for the. Oh, the jury sent home after 3 hours of deliberations. Hang on. Let's take a look at that. I guess, right? I mean,
Claudia, from start to finish in this trial, did you change your mind? Did you learn anything? What stood out to you that maybe jurors as well went on that same?
For me, Ted, what really stood out was hearing Lindsay interacting with her various healthcare providers, and
which was Kevin Reddington's. It was Mucko McDermott. It was the hockey dad. Apply here. I mean, expect, don't get worried that they're not going to reach a verdict until we get to the hockey dad. It was the first big trial in Dedham, Massachusetts. And based upon those results and other ones that I was seeing around the state, around the country, I mean, I came up with this theorem. So I think it should apply here. I mean, expect, don't get worried that they're not going to reach a verdict until we get to late Tuesday into Wednesday.
Philip Debay, there could be a white flag being waved if both sides show that they're entrenched. Both sides, when I mean the perimeters of both sides, when it's clear there's no way that they're going to get over that hump, which could factor in here, could it not?
Of course, happens all the time. But I got to tell you something, if we're all honest, and I'd be curious to hear Vinny weigh in on this. If these jurors don't know which expert to believe, either the defense or the prosecutions, it means they have reasonable doubt. At the end of the day, when you cannot assess.
This guy, just everything about this, he irritates me. His facial hair, his voice. Not that's what we're supposed to be talking about, but
who to give the greatest weight to so that you can reach a verdict, either guilty or not guilty, it means you have reasonable doubt. As a juror, an individual juror cannot declare him or herself hung. It just doesn't work
that's why I didn't cover this trial. One of the reasons I didn't cover this.
That way. It means that neither side has proven their case based on their perspective. So in other words, the prosecution has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, not only that she did the killing, but that she was in fact criminally responsible. And if a juror is hung up on whether or not either expert proved that point, they've got to come back not criminally responsible. That is the law. And unfortunately, the attorneys don't really argue that point in their closing because it's such common sense to people in the legal profession, but sometimes it needs to be said, it needs to be hammered and articulated so that if they really are at an impasse because they don't know who to believe, that equals not guilty.
Are you interested
Yeah,
in this? One
Vinny,
yes,
weigh
two
in.
no.
Did Reddington miss an opportunity to point that out? If this was a draw, the battle of experts, we win.
Right, and that's true. But he's never going to say his expert isn't the greatest expert ever. I mean, he's never going to make that admission. He's just going to trash the other side. Here's the thing about the expert testimony in this case. The ultimate opinions of the experts in this case were basically verdicts, right?
Kentucky
They're
on
the
the steak,
verdicts.
Kentucky
And
on
that's
the-
really
on
the
the
job of the
potatoes.
jury. So they can, to a certain extent, ignore their ultimate opinions, but perhaps zero in on their analysis of what was going on in her mind and ignore what they said about criminal responsibility or not criminal responsibility, make that decision themselves because that is their decision to make. What's interesting though is that other than Dr. Mack, like Kevin Reinke said, just put him to the side. Let's put Dr. Mack over there. There wasn't that much difference in the analysis of the experts. The difference came to what it all means in terms of what their verdict was, responsible or not responsible. So I think the jury can sort of accept both sides and then come to their own conclusion as to what it means.
Only the sexy people.
Claudia, from start to finish in this trial, did you change your mind? Did you learn anything?
One, two,
what
two,
stood
one,
out to you
two,
that maybe
two? Okay, so
jurors as well
mostly no.
went on that same journey?
more no than
For me,
yes.
Ted, what really stood out was hearing more about Lindsay interacting with her various healthcare providers and then learning about some of the medication issues that she was having as far as maybe not taking them as prescribed. And then hearing more about the
Hypertension.
Women and Children's Hospital that she went to, where it was told to us originally that, oh, she was just turned away. And we learned that that wasn't actually the case, that they couldn't take her, but they gave her other.
I don't know if you can hear what's going on here, but we're having a whole day of thunderstorms here. So I think we'll switch to Suzanne Miracle. I guess I can stop watching for the verdict since the jury went home. Which also, this is Massachusetts, and we've seen trials there before. So I do remember them being released early. They might be probably having very similar weather as we are here. So, hey, Starless. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. You know, these kind of cases are very difficult, not only because children are involved, which I prefer to stay away from for every reason, but also because when it's something like this, where a mother is allegedly, or whatever you believe, in the throes of psychosis or postpartum depression, whatever it is, there are a lot of different opinions. Tempers are high, and we don't need that mess up in here, you know? I don't like that. I mean, we can argue in here about things that we agree on. So who needs that in here? Hi, no thanks, MK.
Only the sexy people.
Now I'm going to put on once again Suzanne Miracle, who those of you might remember her as the dentist who shot her boyfriend through a door. We watched the trial. She did a lot of rolling around on her front yard in the body cams. And I don't know if they just released her full interrogation, but I think it might be a good time. She was found guilty and is serving life in prison. FYI. And she does something right in the beginning of this that I want you to pay attention to because you might not see it coming. Hang on. Just got to find them. The thing that was here a second ago. Sorry about this. Why? Why? Oh, I know why. I'm stupid. Not the only reason why, but that's one of them. Okay. Let's do this.
I need you to be completely honest about saying stuff is not adding up.
I'm
And
trying.
because when stuff doesn't add up, it gives me more questions,
Okay.
okay? Because if things happen the way they were, what you're telling me before he died, blood.
Oh, he died!
If he did die, sit down. If he did, because you're telling me, sit down.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Before he was shot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak out.
I just want to see if I didn't notice his reaction because if I were him, I would have jumped up and ran across the room, which I almost did in the privacy of my own home.
Blood.
Oh, he died!
If he did die, sit down. If he
He's been pretty
did,
calm.
because you're telling me, sit down.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
saying.
No, wait a minute.
Before he was shot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak out. Before he was shot,
Also, she knows damn well he's dead.
if stuff plays this way, before he was
That's
shot,
how she does.
there would not be blood on some of the stuff that there's blood on. But you're telling me certain things happened, and the things you're telling me happened, there's blood on these things that indicate they happened after he was shot. So I need you to be perfectly honest with me about the
Okay.
stage of events of things that happened.
Okay.
I would. They make me really angry though, but they are good to laugh at. Here we go. On March 7th, 2025, at a home in Lake Lanier in Gainesville, Georgia, an intense argument broke out between 61-year-old Suzanne Miracle and her boyfriend, 68-year-old James David Barron. David locked himself in his room to avoid further conflict with Miracle. Susan Miracle then grabbed her Glock and, according to her, tried to shoot the lock off the door. Already bad. Bad enough. The bullet hit him, he died. Also, hang on. She tried to flush the bullets, the extra bullets, or the shot, the whatever that is, the you know what I mean, the shot bullets, and the other ones, I guess, I don't know, down the toilet. Destroyed the whole house that they had just bought together, I guess. Self-defense, she claims. And they did, we're familiar with this. During the trial, they accused him of all kinds of ridiculous things. And what really was the issue here? First of all, she was very jealous, the very jealous type, probably a little bit borderline personality. I'm not a doctor. And she found out, probably by going through all of his shit, that he was talking to some broad. And next thing you know, he's dead.
I can tell it's my name's Matt. You like to be called Suzanne?
Yeah.
Okay, and my friend Danielle here, she's coming in with me. And here's some tissues. In case you need some tissues. Would you like a water?
I have some.
You have some water? Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you for coming up here to talk to me. Like I said, it's much better. I can stay right. It's warm. And I'll get you out of there and we can calm down and figure out what happened instead of watching everybody run around. So I just want to get to know a little bit about you first. Your name is Suzanne.
Yeah. You know, it's okay.
I'm waiting on a call back from I talked to a nurse on the ER and she's going, they were getting with the doctor back there in trauma. They were doing surgery or something, so I'm waiting on
Is he
that.
alive, John?
If I'm waiting on that phone call, honestly, I cannot. But, so we will know.
There was so much blood. I've never. God.
It's okay.
It's not a thing.
No, it's very, I'm not saying it's,
I know. It's just, it's everything's just been happening.
yes.
Just one thing after another. I just. So, just ask me.
The pretend judge, you can also email me if you want. I'm now checking my emails pretty regularly at summa_cum_laude_mouth@gmail. Or post it, do whatever's good. But of course I want to see that. Let's get to some business. Take care of some business here. Goldie is a new member, which is weird because I thought you were a member already for a while, but all the sexy people are really the same to me. I have to say, you're all sexy and wonderful. Welcome to being even sexier and more wonderful, if that's possible.
Only the sexy people.
Tabby's been member. Did I say that already? Member for 8 months? Hi, Tab. I think I was just talking about you before because the thing you sent me to watch, potentially watch. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. Carolina got you beat by a month. And Ohio Palm Mom, who, by the way, talk about some cute little jerks we're going to see. Thank you for posting them because, wow, they're cute. Thank you for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that. And the super sticker from Tabby. Thank you. Also beautiful dogs. All the animals, surprise, surprise, are incredibly cute, which is unusual when it comes to animals, you know. I feel like I should start counting like the count on Sesame Street with all of this thunder. All right. I think I covered it all. Get back to business here.
I got it, you know, I'm deaf, and so I can't hear. So
Which ear, do you hear better out of one ear than the other?
I have a hearing aid, so that's the.
Is your hearing aid in?
Yeah, I got it in now.
Okay. Well, honestly, right now, I know your name's Suzanne. I never asked your last name.
I will say this, though. If we're going to draw comparisons to Sarah Boone, which eventually we probably will, because that's what we do, both of her children testified for her in court.
Miracle. She's in Miracle.
And she had a job, a
Is
whole
that
career.
S-U-Z-A-N-N-E?
S-U-Z-A-N-N-E, and then my last name is M-E-R-I-C-L-E.
Okay. All right. And what's your birthday, Suzanne?
I'm 61.
And what's the telephone number for you?
Welcome back.
Where are you from?
I'm from St. Simon's Island.
Are you actually from St. Simon's Island? Then what brings you to this area?
Hey, olive oil.
We bought that house in October together.
Mm-hmm. So, just so I know, I haven't asked you this either. Who is
Fuck you on the
we?
steak and fuck you on the potatoes.
That's David.
David?
His name is David Barron.
Baron?
And,
What's his first name?
David.
David's his first name?
Thank
And
you,
his last name is
Diane.
Barron. B-A-R-R-O-N.
I hope you like having your name screwed up a lot.
He's my boyfriend. We're not married. We just bought a house together.
Yes.
And we bought it in October.
I'm 24.
I'm just going to pause again because you people keep doing things that I have to address. And I'm trying not to talk while the video is going because I imagine that's very irritating. Diana McKinn, thank you for the compliment. Welcome to the channel. And what I said, in case you didn't hear me, is I hope you like having your name screwed up because that's part of my body of work here. Thank you. And Beth, you know, the Lord gives and he takes away. So you sold something, you burned your tongue. That's just the nature of things. And we can't have nice things. So what'd you expect? Be careful, please. I'm sorry that you burned your tongue. That's the worst. One of the worst. Okay.
Okay. Where'd y'all move here from?
He's from Atlanta.
Okay.
And so he lives here in Atlanta. And I live on St. Simon's. And we met each other like in 2019, like we dated. And then it just didn't work out. I had a daughter that was graduating, and I just wanted to, I feel like I need to spend time with her.
She is.
you
That's
know.
who this is.
And so we kind of talked a little bit in the years between, and then we got back together last year, 2024, about April.
Okay.
And we started dating.
Yes.
Hi, Betty. Thanks for
So
saying
you-
hi.
And then you moved up here in October for that house?
Thank you.
Yeah, we decided, he kept telling me he wanted to marry me and then he wanted us to get a house. And so we found that house and we bought it in October. And
Okay.
then he lives there full time. And I just come like on Thursdays and I go back Sundays, or I get up at 3 early Monday morning and drive back 5.5 hours.
Oh, so you still have a residence in St.
Yeah,
Simon?
I'm a dentist there, so I have a
Okay.
dental practice there.
You mean actual, okay, that's interesting, yes.
Mhm.
Okay, and then you said you have a daughter that's graduating.
No, this was in 2019.
You previously,
So I
what's
have
your
3
daughter's
children.
name? Okay.
They're already out of college and they have jobs.
Yes. Okay. And then, I guess they still live down in St. Simon's also? Where do they live?
My oldest one lives in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and then my middle one lives in New York, and my younger one lives in Birmingham.
Okay. So what are their names?
Mills is my oldest,
Mhm.
and he's an attorney in Atlanta. He's married, and then McLean is my middle son, and he works on Wall Street in New York. And then my daughter is Mary Madden.
Mary? Okay.
Mary Madden, and she's 24, and she went to Auburn, and she works in Birmingham.
Okay, so they're good, yes. Then you and David, you said y'all got back together in April?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd y'all get back together?
Oh, up.
I saw his name on some app or something, and I just texted him and said, "Hey, how are you?"
Mhm.
And then he texted and said, "Hey," he said, "How are you?" And he goes, he thought I got married.
Yeah.
And I said, "No, I didn't get married." And then we just kind of talked a little bit, and then he asked me to go to lunch with him, and we did. And then
Yeah, she is.
Okay. What app was that?
she's like, WhatsApp.
What was WhatsApp?
Mhm.
Okay. Yes, and then, off that then, and then, what does he do?
He's the vice president of, it's called PM Technology.
Mm-hmm.
And so they do projects, manage projects, like mostly like Delta Sky Club and
Okay,
all that. And so
yes.
he does that. And one of his sons, someone needs to call his
I
children.
want to. So you said one of,
She's a terrible actress, which I'm sure I'll say many times, just to make sure you know. Also, whoever set up the camera for this room, did they look through it? Did they look to see where it was? I mean, these people are sliding off the bottom. Hi, Joette.
his sons.
Yeah, one of his sons worked
The
with
worst.
him.
Okay, how many sons does he have?
2,
Two? Any daughters? What are his sons' names?
just daughter-in-laws. His older son is Evan, and he's married. He has 3 children.
Hey, boom.
And then Colt. And we're supposed to go to dinner with him tomorrow night.
Okay, so to get their phone numbers, then here in a little bit,
It's all in my cell phone.
what's your passcode?
Um, one.
Okay, what about David's? Do you know his? You don't know his passcode?
You don't want me to know this.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you're here, and it's very important to me that you're here. You've already said some stuff about why you're here, and that really has me interested. I really want to know everything, everything.
It's true.
But before you can tell me that, because I have you here and you don't know the way out of the building. Like I said, I want to read something to you, okay? And,
I like how
just
he's
wanna
covered
preface
with my
what you
stars
have
and
to tell me is
hearts.
Very important, okay? So it's basic stuff you've heard
I
before.
can't remove
You're not
that,
under
so-
arrest. It's just
Thank you for
circumstantial
attending.
stuff, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you for any question if you wish. You can decide anytime to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. But I'm gonna preference that with what you have to say is very important to me. I want to
So
know.
should I get a lawyer?
Right now, you have no reason to have one, but what you say is very important to me.
Just, I told you, it's just been a bad experience here since I moved here.
One thing, we use the sign right, place your name right here. Just write your name, however you write it, and then just your initials. I have a pen for you. Hold your glasses. Just initial those. That's each bullet point. You can reread it. Same thing I said. And you place your name on the bottom. Yeah. Thank you. And then, so, bad experience.
Well, it was Valentine's weekend, and we got in a fight
No, it's not.
about the same thing that we got in a fight about tonight. And I ended up getting a DUI. I left, we got a big fight, and he told me to leave or he was gonna hurt me.
Define need.
And I tried to talk to him and tell him I didn't want to go and just let it be. And he sat on the steps and told me to go. And I did have some drinks that night, but it was like 6 something because we'd been working all day. I fell asleep about 5. I had like a drink at 6 after I didn't drink it all. Then we went to dinner, and then I had about a drink and a half there. And we went home. And then we watched a movie, and the movie probably lasted till like 11, and then he fell asleep in the chair. And I got up to my medicine at night.
I mean, imagine the situation you're in where saying that you were trying to shoot the lock off the door is better than what you actually did.
My medicine.
I mean, that behavior is inexcusable. This is a 61-year-old woman who, by the way, looks a lot better here than she did after a couple of months in the Huskow. Not good.
Right. And I took a half Benadryl, and then I lay down, and I couldn't go to sleep because we had a big fight. And then
I would.
He came, after I got him all that, he came in there, and we got in a huge fight. And then, like he did again, he was going to go up the stairs, and so I went upstairs. I laid there for about 3 hours.
It's not the dumbest excuse. The dumbest excuse is hide and seek. This is maybe the second dumbest excuse.
I couldn't go to sleep, so I thought I was going to go on to St. Simon's because I usually get up I usually leave between 3 and 4 anyway. And so I got up, and got dressed, and got all my stuff and put it in my car. And then I went upstairs and knocked. Yeah, he had the door locked. I knocked the door, and I said I was leaving. And then I got the rest of my stuff and put it in the car. So I walked back in, and I was going to tell him goodbye. And he was sitting on the steps, on the second flight of steps. And he said, "Good, get out of here," or whatever. He didn't try to talk me into staying. And so I left. And I had 3 major surgeries last year. I was sick.
Also, he was shot.
I got assaulted. And I got my head slammed in the refrigerator. And I got
looks good here, I think.
So I was leaving, and our road is like real curvy. That C. Rogers. I mean, I was fine driving. There was a man and his dog.
I think if you want me to stop interrupting, you can tell me, but I make no promises. I think, as Fletcher said, all the procedures that some people have done, they need upkeep. They don't settle well, and Lori Vallow is a good example of that. Um, Also, here she happens to look even better than she did before the incident when she was all like done up because she was just trying, some people just look a little mess is a good thing sometimes. She looks fine. I think she looks pretty good actually. Um, he wasn't in the bathroom, he was in his bedroom. Also, she should have left him alone. They had a fight. He wanted some alone time. You don't go shooting the lock off a door, which is also not what she was doing. I don't know exactly what she was doing. She was angry. She wasn't thinking. So she ran to get her gun because that's what you do in the heat of the moment. And I said this before, but for anyone new, thank you, Fletcher. She tried to flush the bullets and the shell casings, I guess that's what it's called, down the toilet, which guess what? Didn't work. So, and I guess she also they had like a whole wall of like mirror, which she shot and it shattered. The whole place was, she destroyed everything then in just those few minutes. Disgraceful. But as I said before, her children testified for her.
That. I mean, I wasn't intoxicated, and cause, I mean, I had drinks, like maybe 3 in all, and it was before 11 o'clock, and then I didn't have anything. And I went, and I've done this twice. It was like a kind of like had a brain fog or something, and all of a sudden I was driving the wrong way, and I was like, and then I realized I was driving the wrong, and I was like going over to the side to get off. And like 4 police cars came flying up to me, and I was trying to find my phone to call David to let him know that something's wrong with me. And my hearing aid went out. I was trying to find my purse to get a battery, and the police came up, and I was in that Porsche, and they were like, I don't know if they were shining their lights at me. I don't know. I couldn't even, it was happening so fast. And I couldn't tell what they were screaming. And I cracked him in the door, and it was either stay in your car, get out of your car. And I didn't know, and I was sitting there. So I just started getting out gradually. And that policeman asked me, I think he asked me, and I said, what? I couldn't really hear him. They never asked me if I was hearing. And he grabbed me and just put handcuffs on me. And then and God said she hit something, and there was nothing wrong with my car. Like when I picked it up the next day, I couldn't really tell what she was saying. And it was just, and they put me in the police car, and the handcuffs were like just killing me. They were just like all over me. And I asked them if they could help fix them, and they said, we'll be there in a minute. And one guy got out, and then I got out of the car, and they said he said I was obstructing my arrest or whatever. And I couldn't hear what they were saying. He asked me about a chemical, and he said I refused the chemical. I didn't know what he was talking about, And so then a woman officer came up, and she like pushed me up and slammed me up against the wall. And then a black officer put his foot on my foot, and I said, why? And he said I wouldn't be still. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I was out of it. The whole thing was just crazy. And then they put me in the jail cell, and they made me get on my knees, and they pushed my back down, and they flipped my shoes off and left me there on the floor. And then I stayed there till 3 o'clock the next day.
So I hear about that.
And it was not good. So I had to go today and get a provisional license. I have a blow thing. I have to blow in my car. And he was, we're fighting about, when I met him in April, I had just broke up with a boyfriend like in February or whatever. And we talked about, this is way off the subject.
No, I don't know what you're fighting about.
It's just, so I asked him like if he was seeing anybody, and he said he wasn't and everything. And then we got together and then he got mad because my ex kept calling me. And then we broke up a little bit. Then we got back together. And then we decided to get a house together and all that. And I kept asking him, well, this whole time he'd been seeing a woman in Romania and he sends her money every month.
Here's the
And
root
then
of the
in
problem.
August, he signed a lease to pay for her daughter's apartment or something. I don't know. And then I saw a lot of texts on his phone, and so I don't know his code, so he won't, he didn't want me to know it. And now I know
No.
why.
I
And
wonder
I just
why.
tried to avoid it. And then we got to fight because I did see it one time. And she was texting him. And I just said, I'm too old for this. I live there. And then, he asked me to get back with him. And then I realized I didn't know he was sending money until January. And that was
Hear me
another big
out.
fight. We keep getting in these fights because of this woman.
No,
So we got a fight that night that I left.
I don't think so.
And then tonight, so we got a fight with about, and he went into the bedroom and got some stuff because he's going to sleep upstairs. And he got his gun out. And I said, why are you getting your gun out? And we went to the kitchen and he said, I just want it for protection. And I said, okay. And so he said, take the strap off the gun. So I took the strap off. And he said, this is what you need to get on your gun because I don't have a strap around my gun. And then he said, is this gun to you? He said, put it in your hands and hold it. Because, I got to take lessons. And he told me if that gun fits my hand. And then he took the gun and he took his briefcase and took it on his shoulder. And then,
Well, Disney Mom, according to Seamus, and I think this is very possible, she combed it with a sneaker. Also, another little detail that was brought up in the trial is that she had one of those things on her car where you had to blow into it before you could before you could start the car. But he was using her car and she was using his because of that, which tells us one thing. She was drunk and he wasn't. They're living a whole life over there that's like two crazy young kids, but worse. And her hair looks like this because she spent most of the evening rolling around in her yard. Was it in her yard? Yeah. Screaming also like a crazy person.
and I asked him to come, don't go upstairs, just talk about it and try to not be mad at each other and just talk about it normal. And he said he didn't want to.
Yeah, just cut all the legs off every single pair of pants and jeans he has and call it a day. The end.
And we had cooked eggs and bacon for dinner. We had that. We were watching a movie. Everything was fine. He fell asleep in a chair and I woke him up. And that's when we got in a fight. And then he got all the stuff. So that happened beforehand. And then I got up on the steps and he was down there. And I was just asking him not to go to sleep up there, but just let's try to, just tired of fighting with him about it. And I said, I'll make a pact that I won't talk about it anymore.
Hey, Pam. Of course not.
And then I said, but they, it sounds so stupid of what's happened.
That's good too.
I just told him that I wasn't gonna fight over him. I just said, I'm not. I said, I'll fight for a relationship. I said, he's like, you got to be a man on things sometimes, and it's, and then we just started saying things to each other, and he said, because my ex-boyfriend assaulted me last August.
Lawyer.
And he said, no wonder, they started saying, no wonder your ex beat you up. And you start saying mean things to me. And I said, he said, did you slap him? I said, no, I didn't slap him. He's like big. And he said, did he slap you like this? And he hit me like he hit me right across here. And then he took that gun.
Fletcher, I don't destroy people's property or set anything on fire. No matter what they've done to me, which is usually nothing. Nothing terrible anyway, thank God.
I put it right. He said, I'll shove this down your throat. And he told me to
Me too.
get out of his way.
Hey, Meg.
He told me, don't go to sleep.
Only the sexy people.
No, I said, I'm leaving. But I was scared to leave because I had a couple drinks.
Hey, 7-2.
But intoxicated, but I had a drink and then I had one drink and then I was still drinking a drink when all this happened.
This is Suzanne Miracle. She was a dentist, 62 years old in Georgia. She shot her boyfriend through a locked door in self-defense. She's now doing life without parole.
So I
Play
went
squirrel.
and got my gun, and I don't know why I got my gun. I was going up the stairs. He said, he said, I got your phone and your journal, and I was going up the stairs to get them.
She looks better here than anywhere else, and now not good.
Is he okay?
I will learn that here in a minute.
All the sounds just do that.
It's okay.
I was coming back up the stairs because he'd never gotten like this, ever, ever, ever. I mean, he's pushed me a few times, and I don't know if I should tell you everything.
Well, the more you tell me, it helps me understand what happened.
God, please don't. I'm about to throw up. I just need to know how he did it.
We'll find that out in a minute. So what happened when you went up the stairs?
She does a lot of this.
He was like,
She does a lot of hyperventilating, which is just a way to, in my opinion, fill the time with something that's not having to make new shit up, but also seeming very distraught.
don't know if he shot the gun or if he slammed the door, but something like went flying. I don't know, something was really loud. And then he said he had my journal and my gun, and he locked the door when I got up there. And I told him, I said, I'm going to shoot the lock off if you don't open the door and give me my gun. Give me give me my cell phone. And I stopped the lock. And he must have been standing right there.
Here we go. I also did a short comparing this to one of the Fat Boys songs.
Like, oh, look at the noise. You know, I beating on the door. David, I'm not and he didn't say anything. So I ran downstairs in the garage, and there he does a toolbox, and there was a hammer, and I got the hammer, and I ran up just and started beating on the door.
Hi, Laura.
And then I stuck my hand there and unlocked the door. His body was right there. And blood was everywhere. I was just trying to shoot the doorknob off. He must have been right there. But I got down on my knees. I tried to go where close, and then my phone was right there, and I picked it up. I called 911. I couldn't even talk. How is this happening? I'm just a normal woman. I called, and I can't remember if a woman or a man answered it, but I couldn't talk. She was asking me my name, and then she said they were sending somebody, and they didn't. And then I called again, and they said, can you go downstairs? And that's when I slipped.
What do you mean you slipped?
I slipped on all the blood, trying to go over him. And like blood was everywhere. I got him. I was trying to shoot the lock off the door. I don't know why I did that. I know better than that.
So
he said he had my phone and my journal, and he was going through it.
So can I ask a couple questions then? Which gun was yours?
Mine's the Glock.
The Glock's
Oh, yeah.
yours?
Yes.
The Beretta's his? Or
I don't know what kind he has, but
so he had your phone in your journal?
that's what he said. He said, I got your phone in your journal.
Okay. What color is your phone?
Mine's blue.
Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
Mine was
He was
out.
purple.
I think mine was outside by my gun right there.
okay.
Yes, it was laying in the bedroom and I picked it up. I don't know. And that's when I called 911.
Mm-hmm.
And then I called you. No, I was waiting on call. I was trying to call my sister and she wouldn't
Hi, Tima.
answer.
Mm.
And I was sitting right there by him.
And then your journal. What does your journal look like?
Just a black book.
Was there something there you didn't want him to see?
No, I mean, just my personal stuff. I mean, just what I write in every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't care if he looks, I don't care
He didn't care about your journal, and that was one of your problems. You were busy looking through his shit, but he didn't care so much about yours because he was a normal person.
if he looks at my phone. There's nothing in there. I don't care. But he just told me, he said, he told me that
Can you blame
put
him?
his gun
I
on my
don't.
lip and said, I'll shoot your brain out of blood purpose and the throat. That's when I said, I got a gun too, David. But why did I shoot the dog? Why was I going to shoot
question.
the dog?
So when he stuck his gun in your mouth, you know, on the
No, he
stairs?
stuck it to my lip.
Oh.
No, he put it in my mouth. No, he put it right on my lip.
And what did he say?
Either he said, shove this, blow my head up or shove it down my throat, or I can't remember what he said.
Okay, but that was on the stairs.
That was before this, right? I was standing on the floorboard.
Good choice.
I was standing on the stairs. Yeah, I was standing on the stairs.
Where was he? The kitchen area? Were we on the
She
bottom
wasn't
of the
locked
stairs
out.
at this point? Was he in the kitchen area?
He was right in front of the stairs.
So the bottom of the stairs or the middle plane of the stairs?
No, the bottom,
Okay.
the bottom.
Yes,
I was on the stair step right there.
okay. Then,
Oh, this sounds
so where was his gun at when he got it?
it was in the bedroom.
Where?
When you first got the gun out,
Mhm.
it was in that top drawer by the
No.
bed.
So bedside table?
Mhm.
Which side of the bedside?
Yes, on the left side.
Left side facing? Okay. And where was your gun?
Mine was in the closet.
The master bedroom? What
Uh-huh.
closet?
Yeah, mine was in the closet.
Where at the closet?
Hi, Miss Eureka.
It was just sitting there, like behind my jewelry box.
Hmm.
Why did I touch it? I know better. I wasn't trying to shoot him. I was just blowing the, I was trying to, and I told him, I said, if you don't open the door, I'm going to
That's what we
shoot
said.
the lock off, David. I don't know why he walked over there.
What, can I ask you another question, a little off topic? We pull your sleeve up just a little bit, I see something on you. What's that
I
from?
think when he grabbed me, I think my bracelet must have,
Hmm. What about this?
where he grabbed me
Tonight or?
tonight. Yeah,
Well, has it happened another time?
that he grabbed me
Mhm.
on St. Simon's where I live.
Yes.
Olive Oil, are you still here? I had a quick question for you.
When was that?
In, I think it was in January.
January? Okay.
The police, someone called the police,
Did they?
and the police came.
So what's your address in St. Simon's?
Yeah, except for he's free now
Well,
because he only shot a woman.
is he okay?
I will make a phone call.
I've never shot anything but a deer.
I just wanted to ask you because if you answered me on comments, I don't always see the responses. Now, it's true, I'm the same person who couldn't find my community page for a long time, so I may be responsible. But I was wondering if you spoke to your friend who's hard of hearing about what Sarah's saying in that sidebar.
All I was trying to do is shoot the lock off. I didn't mean to hurt him. I've never hurt anybody. I
In the
love
bathroom.
him.
So,
So,
I mean,
I
so
don't know.
what, you said you had, how many drinks?
I had one drink, and then he made me another one, and I only, whatever's left on it at the table.
What were you drinking?
I had a vodka and tonic.
Vodka tonic?
Mhm.
Was he drinking also?
Or 7.
What was he drinking?
He was drinking. He was Jack Daniels. And then he was some beer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much did he have?
I don't know. He started
Thank you.
drinking.
Good work.
I was taking a nap
Okay, so I want to back up a little further than what we talked about then. So when did you come here from St. Simon's this trip?
Thursday.
Thursday night? Okay, what'd y'all do today then?
And today, well, we went to that Smart Start thing
Every
to
time.
get my device to work because it messed up, it locked or something.
Mhm.
And then we went to the driver's license to get me a provisional driver's license. I have a DUI. I've never had one in my life. So, oh, it's crazy. So then, after that, we went to
Is he
the
free now?
Olive Garden and got lunch. Everything was great.
I thought he
Then we
was.
came back and then we put some chairs, all that stuff in the living room. We were putting chairs together.
Yes.
Hmm.
I said, you say yes, I saw it.
Yeah. And then
I'm not sure if that's a smirking or some kind of procedure she had done that's making it look that way. She has an impish look to her, if you know what I mean. If that's the right word.
I said I was gonna lay down and he said he didn't want to. And I said, okay. And then he went
That's
got a
what I thought.
blanket
That's what I
for
thought.
me. He came in and said, are you cold? And I said, a little bit. And he got a blanket and put the blanket on me. And then he said, and I got up. He said, you were sound asleep in there. And I said, yeah, I was tired. And then I got up and got on my computers and all my stuff and was sitting there writing some stuff and mostly writing about the furniture and everything was fine. And then he fell asleep in the chair. We were watching a movie and I said that I was going to go to bed and I wanted to wake him up. And then,
Well, I mean, not that this would stop Sarah Boone, but she's had a lot of DUIs, so she can't really, she knows at least. I mean, she's not, I don't think she's a very stupid woman. She's just immature when it comes to men folk, like she just has no act right when it comes to men and her personal life. I mean, I don't think she's a genius, but she knows enough to know that when you have a record with lots of driving under the influence incidences, you can't be like, I don't drink, I can't get drunk.
I don't know how we started, how the argument started.
So what movie were you watching?
Ronald Reagan.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you woke him up and then what was it?
I said, hey, I said, it's whatever time it was. I don't even know what time it was. I said, hey, maybe it was 11 into maybe. And I just said, hey, I said, movie's over. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. Come on. And he said, he wasn't ready to go to bed yet. And I said, okay. I said, I'm gonna go in there and put on my pajamas and brush my teeth and get my stuff ready for bed and take my medicine. And
Okay.
then he came in there and said he was gonna brush his teeth. And then we just started arguing.
No reason why you started arguing this time?
Because we were talking about him giving her money.
What's her name?
Her name is Lilia.
Lilia?
Lilia.
Lilia. And
I don't know. Lilia.
you said she's Romanian? Does she live in Romania or does she live in the States?
She lives in Romania.
Okay.
And he told me
Do
that
you
he
have her
met
number?
her.
She sounds kind of hot.
It all seems so bad to talk about it. I need to know if he's okay.
We'll find that out in a minute.
I mean, I've never shot. I mean, I shot somebody.
We'll figure that out in just a second. Okay. So then,
So she,
how much money is he sending her a month?
he pays like $3,500 for an apartment for his daughter, which I was like, when I found, I thought they were poor and that he was helping her out. And I
What's
was,
it your business? It's his
he
money.
really does have a good heart. I mean, I help people out a lot, but
Mhm.
then I
Not
found
men.
that he was sending her money and I found that it was not that. They're very wealthy.
When did you find this out?
Because his son told me that he was sending her money 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and that he found out and he said, this has got to stop. His son did.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I told, one night I called his son because his dad was drunk, drinking, and I took his car keys from him. And he got mad and pushed me.
Hi, Goa.
I called, but I was scared. I locked myself in the closet.
Mhm.
And he threw, and I took the car keys, so he was like looking everywhere with the car keys. And so he like threw all my stuff.
It wasn't his
everywhere
daughter,
in
it
the
was
closet.
hers.
I was just in the corner.
When was this?
This was probably in like a month after we moved into that house. Like in November,
Yeah.
December. Well, what happened is we were going to a furniture store that afternoon,
Mhm.
and he asked me to give him directions to the.
I mean, I don't think it's only, if I may please says, why do these women always have issues with their men's relationship with their children? I don't think it's only women. I think men are that way too, but both those men and women are just crazy jealous. Like I've said this a million times, but I think Sarah Boone would get jealous when George danced with the dogs. And I think the reason she fled on barefoot that night is because the only thing he said about his children was that he missed them. And my guess is he didn't say anything to her about being a bad mother or any of that. But that was enough to piss her off because we're hanging out. What are you thinking about your children for? Why do you miss them after everything I've done for you? You know, like people like that, there's a problem with every single thing you do. You can't do anything except for just isolate yourself from everyone but them. And then they'll still find reasons. Why are you putting on lipstick to go to Dwayne Reed, CVS or whatever? There's no winning with those people.
Store. And I said, okay. And I started looking up and I said, hand me your phone and I'll hook it up to your car. So go on your, so I don't have to give him the directions.
Yeah.
I said, so hook up. And he handed me his phone. And that's when I saw this text from her. And I said, it just seems so weird talking about this, all this stuff. God, please let him be okay, God.
Was this mentioned in tonight's argument?
Huh?
Was she mentioned in tonight's argument
Oh,
also?
actually, that's one thing we argue about.
Yes.
Everything was, I mean, like before we bought the house, we sat down over and over and I talked to him and said, you know, is there anybody, I said, I mean, I can't believe you're a good looking guy, you're this. And he's like, well, so are you. I said, yeah, but I've had my share. I mean, I've had my share. I said, yeah. He said, no, I haven't been with anybody. I'm not involved with anybody. And because I didn't want to buy, my sisters, they were telling me not to buy the house, not to buy it with him. And I did it. And now I know it was a bad, you know, it wasn't, I mean, he said he's stopping and all that, but it just hurt me really bad, you know. But I mean, I've been hurt before, but I mean that. I told him the other day, we were talking about tonight about sitting down tomorrow and let's make a pact about it, and let's just not talk about it anymore because it just doesn't fit right with either one of us. But then after that, then he like started saying other things like just being mean, just saying stuff, I guess. Just saying like about that ex-boyfriend of mine, you know, and just not enough to do any.
Yes, Carolina says this woman texted his grown sons with all her drama. She made his and his son's life a living hell. When she went through his phone and found everything, she also, there were texts between her and her late boyfriend because they were, and one of his sons talked about this on the stand. They were at some family get together right before Halloween, and he told his daughter-in-law that she had pretty hair. Well, Suzanne was not about to put up with that. There were texts between them with her saying he was like, they didn't always spend every night together. He worked wherever his company was. I don't know. But she was like, well, maybe you should see blah, 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 because I don't have pretty hair. She has pretty hair. And he was like, you have pretty hair. I mean, you can tell he tried, you know, but after a while, it's like, really? We're still going to talk about this? Like, you can never please somebody like that. And then ultimately, they were supposed to go with the kids trick-or-treating with his grandkids. But they didn't go. And it was obvious it was because the one with the pretty hair was going to be there. And you know.
Not enough to, it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't like
So I'm gonna skip a little bit now. And I want to go, so when he went up to the room, did he physically call you up there, or how did he get you to come up to the room?
Jocelyn Wildenstein.
We're down
was the woman with all the plastic surgery.
stairs.
Who, incidentally, was very good looking before all that. French woman.
And then he said, he was going up the stairs and he had his briefcase on his shoulder. He had his gun, I think. I'm not sure. He had his gun in one hand and then the carry thing, whatever. Mm-hmm. And he had one more thing in his hand. And he turned around to me and said, I'll let you close your eyes. We're going to sleep. Close your eyes if I was you. What? And he said, I won't go to sleep or close. I can't remember what he said. And he said, I'll hurt you. He said, I'll hurt. He said something, and it made me say, I have a gun. And I went and got my gun.
So, were y'all on the stairs when he said that?
Mm-hmm.
So then you went and got your gun?
Mm-hmm. He said, David, don't threaten me. And I said, I should.
Jocelyn Wildenstein, who was this woman who had a lot of plastic surgery in order to look like a cat. I think they called her the cat lady or the lion lady or something like that. She was very wealthy. She was French, from France. And not that matters, but she lived in New York City. And before she had any acclaim, before anyone knew her name or anything, I saw her and almost jumped out of my skin because, wow, even on Madison Avenue, that's an unusual sight. She really had a lot of plastic surgery. I mean, you know.
I said, I'm going to call 911.
And then, did he finish going up the stairs to the room at that point?
So then he went up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stayed downstairs. And then I realized my
Especially when
phone
they
was
see it on
gone.
other people, but makes them feel better. So that's good.
And then,
I started going up the stairs, and I said, David, where's my phone?
Okay, he wasn't hiding in the bathroom. He was hiding in a room. But exactly, like he's the threat, locking himself in a room, and she's terrified, much like other people we know.
Where's my whatever? And then I don't know if he shot the gun or they slammed it or whatever. But when I got up there, the door was locked. And I said, David, I started knocking on the door, banging on the door, David, give me my gun, give me my gun, no, give me my cell phone, give me my cell phone. And then I said, I'm gonna shoot the lock off.
so how many times did you shoot your gun?
Just one time, I think.
You
I'm not
think?
sure, but not the first.
I think just one time.
Just once?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Mhm.
I don't know
Yeah.
why I did it. I
Hyperventilating.
know better. I know the safety. I know. He was standing
Hey,
right
Jim.
there.
Mhm. So afterwards, after this whole thing, did you pick up the shell casings or anything?
No. You know. When we were downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
he said, honey, he said,
Think hard.
is your gun, he wondered if my gun was loaded. I said, yes, in the closet. He said, do my gun. Somebody, however I don't know, like you did that. And I did that. And 2 or 3 of the casings came out. And I picked him, and he told me to flush it down the toilet. He said, I said, what do you want to do? He told me to pick it up. That was downstairs, though. That was downstairs in the bedroom.
Did the gun go off any of those times?
No, not downstairs. Downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
No, mm-mm.
No, she didn't, but
No guns were shot downstairs. And my gun, I only took it and I said I was going to shoot the lock off. And I didn't realize I fired it. And I fired it. I think it only went off. I think I just did it one time. When I did it, when I shot it, it scared me, and then he made a loud noise.
So you only think you shot yours one time, and you don't remember?
Shaky.
Did you shoot his at all? Or you just heard a loud slam?
shaky. Hi. Is this let me know if this is boring you guys.
The door.
When I was coming up the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
I heard something. I don't know if he shot the gun or if he slammed the door.
So you only heard one loud thing?
It was my loud thing. Mm-hmm. I think I only shot mine one time. God, I hope I
So after that, once you shut the door, after you shut the door, did you pick up that little shell casing anywhere?
I didn't pick up mine.
You didn't pick up yours?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
No, not that I remember. I didn't.
Okay.
I shot it, and then I heard him. And I was screaming his name. David,
Life without parole.
really, I thought.
The judge was not buying any of her bullshit. Did not go well for her.
And then
I didn't hit him. I started screaming. I started screaming his name, and I was banging on the door. They open the door, open the door, open the door. And he wouldn't open the door, and I was hitting it and banging it, and he wouldn't open.
yeah.
And so I ran down the stairs, and I ran in the garage, and his toolbox was was right there, and I was trying to think, what can I? So there was a hammer, and I picked it up, and I brought it upstairs, and I just started banging on the door.
What color is the toolbox?
Maybe red. He had it out today because we had to start my car off. It's either red or yellow. Red. It's right there, like when you come out of the garage. He has a toolbox sitting right there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we.
So if you are on Shaky Yes, how do you guys highlight a name to reply? If you're not on, if you're in Chrome, because if you're on a Mac or an iPhone, it doesn't work. But if you put the @ and the first letter or two of the name, it should automatically generate. If not, then you have to, kind of figure out what part of the name you want to put. And Mac doesn't play well with others, I've noticed.
We were over there today because he would jump off my car.
Yes.
I mean, we're not a bad couple. We're not a bad. He's not bad. He really is not. And I'm not bad, but
Nobody said you are.
I know, but how does this happen? I know not to shoot a gun at a damn door. I know that. I didn't have to do that. I asked him to give me my phone. I asked him to give me my phone. I told him, I said, I'm going to shoot the lock off if you don't give me my phone, David. And how am I ever going to live with myself?
So you said you had to go down to get your
Don't
gun
worry, you won't be
and go
alone.
back up.
No, I didn't. No, I never went up
No,
until I had my gun.
where did you get it from?
My gun
Yeah, where was it at?
in the master closet.
In the master closet. Is it in a safe or anything there? Just okay.
I just bring it with me when I travel.
Okay.
Can you tell me anything about him, please?
I'll go call it here in just a second.
The police came to my house on St. Thomas
When was that?
in January.
In January?
He took me outside.
What is your address down there?
Well, my address is, I use my office address for everything, but
Okay.
my house address is 10 Marina Drive.
And that's where they came to, was 10,
They came to the Seagate Inn.
the Seagate Inn?
It's a hotel. And I was staying there. And they came there. Somebody called the police because they said they could hear him yelling. And
Oh yeah, there was a prior incident that was also nonsense, but these two drank a lot, so there's that. Tracy, thank you for the super sticker. That's very generous of you, and I appreciate it a lot.
Only the sexy people.
I'm gonna give you all the
Fuck you on the steak and fuck you on the potatoes.
always funny.
She locked him in a suitcase, Helen.
Thank you, Tracy. Continue on with our drunk
the
dentist.
police came and then he took
Drunk
me
murderous
outside
dentist.
and asked me what happened. And he said, did he hit you? He said, what are those marks on your face? And then he told me that I should call the police and took press charges. And
Fletcher, thank you for the super chat. And by interview, do you mean an interview makeover business? Do you mean interrogations or just in general? Because interview, that would be boring. They have people to do that. But also I could make people just look crazier even. Picture Sarah Boone at her interrogation with a tiara on. Thank you.
I said no, and then he left. Then the police left, and then David left.
Do they have him leave?
What are you
Did the
watching?
police have him leave, or did he leave on his own?
No, I told the police everything was okay. We told them it was okay. They came in and talked to us, and then he said he was going to leave, and the police said okay. And the police left, and then David left, and then I called a friend of mine, and then I went to my condo.
And that was January of this year, 2025.
So, one more question. When you were upstairs, did you, like, remember how you motioned loading the gun over your, whatever you, did you do that upstairs or downstairs?
I did. No, that was downstairs.
Okay.
I think.
So, and then what did you made a comment flushing something down the toilet. What did you flush down the toilet?
When those things came out, the bullet things came out.
The fired ones?
No. When he told me to do that to his gun, and I did that.
Yeah.
And a couple of them fell out, and I picked them up, and he told me to flush them in the toilet.
Okay. So my only question now is,
Purple dress he had her in.
obviously I've seen the house.
Yeah.
All right, and there's just some stuff that's not making sense.
Okay.
And first off, I don't see where there's no shell casings from your gun where you would shut the door. I don't know where that would be. Didn't know.
I shot it. I shot my gun.
Didn't know if you picked it up.
I didn't pick it up.
You didn't pick them up.
I didn't have this on, but I didn't. Not that when I shot that gun.
Okay.
And I heard him. I think I just dropped the gun.
Yeah.
I don't think I picked up.
You didn't shoot any more times?
Not, if I shot another time, it'd be at the door, but I think I just shot one time.
Okay.
I don't think I shot it again, but I can't promise. I know I shot it one time.
Mhm.
And I know, you know what, I shot it, maybe I did shoot it twice. I think maybe I shot higher, and then maybe I shot it lower, I don't remember.
What do you mean shot higher? What were you aiming at?
Like-
Higher?
The doorknob was right here,
Uh-huh.
and I don't think I shot right at the doorknob, I think I may have shot like a little bit, I
Okay.
don't remember.
What about towards the stairs?
No, I didn't shoot towards the stairs. I shot at the door, no, I shot at the door.
Mm-hmm. You never heard him? Okay.
I shot at the door. That's the only place I shot.
Okay. Then, then you didn't touch anything after that other than trying to open the door?
That's all. Just trying to
So
open the door.
what'd you flush?
The things that came, the bullets that came out when he asked me to pull that back.
Which toilet did you flush those in?
I think downstairs.
Is there a-
Nothing went on with the guns. I didn't do anything with the gun until I got upstairs.
Uh-huh. No, I'm just asking where, so which downstairs toilet? The master bedroom, which one?
She didn't hit the doorknob, but she was allegedly aiming for it. She hates doorknobs.
Either in the master or the one right there by the door.
Yeah, it's called drunk.
There's a bathroom by the door.
Oh, I don't know. So.
It was either in the master bedroom, I flushed them, or in there. Because
Okay.
I was gonna throw them out, and the trash he told me,
Hard to say.
flush it down with toilet.
Who told you that? David? Okay. So was anybody else in the house tonight?
Nobody was in our house.
Okay, just an honest question, so it was just you and David?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm racking my brain to see, I'm replaying everything you told me, see if I have any more questions, if you want to know what I'm looking. Do you have any more questions right now?
I haven't seen the
Oh, who's
house. Are
this
there any
now?
cameras or anything inside the house or anything like that? Okay, and then I just want to make sure that like I have a timeline of kind of like some events you talked about. So you and David met in 2019. Wasn't a good time because your daughter was graduating and such.
and we went out probably four or five times. And then in the next couple of years, we saw each other occasionally.
Okay. And then you got back together in April of 2024.
Mhm.
And then y'all bought a house together in October of
October
2024. And then in January of this year, you found out about the lady in Romania.
Well, I found out in
She's angry.
November, December, when we were going
Thank you for
to the furniture store, and
She has that quality of somebody who drinks a lot and has been drinking for a long time, right? Like her voice has that sound. Her pauses are kind of, there's something very like, she's a long time drinker. And that's what I'm seeing and noticing here when she's not hyperventilating like the Fat Boys.
wanted me to put the address in my phone.
And that was November, December 2024.
You know what? I think it was maybe the end of, maybe it was in this, I can't, maybe it was Christmas. I think it was around December.
Okay, and then
I was just holding his phone and I saw
Hey,
the
Blue River.
text, and I asked him who that was.
And then in January 2025, the police come to St. Simon's Island because someone called about,
Well, in January is when the police called, and someone called the police. They came to my Seagate place and said someone heard him screaming, and then they left, and then David left. No, yes, wait a minute, no, yes, that's what happened, yes, that's what happened. Wait a minute, hold on. That's the night my friend, yeah,
Stop it.
I think that was, the police came was in December, because they came, and then my friend, a couple of they came over and followed me to my other condo, and I locked the door, because David could get into the Seagate when there was a code.
okay. And then that was in January. And then you said a few weeks ago, I don't think I got that date. There was an incident
Yes,
here
you
where you
did.
got arrested for DUI
LWAP.
and left.
Yes.
Okay. One thing you mentioned, and I'm just trying to figure out if you and David were together at that time. You said last August you were assaulted by an ex. Was that August of 2024 or did you mean 2020?
August, last year.
So
August
2024.
Yeah, she
So were
had
you
her
and
whole
David
life.
not together at that
We
time?
were. Mhm.
Oh, you were?
Mhm.
Okay.
Me and my ex live in the same condo building. I own mine and he rents it.
Okay. Okay. Now I understand.
From what I can tell, she's one of these people who, other than her relationship with this man and probably every man that she's ever encountered or has had the unfortunate luck to encounter her, she's normal. But when it comes to her romantic relationship, she loses her mind. And I do think that a lot of these women, like Sarah Boone and this woman, although this woman was, I mean, nobody was really much of a worse mother than Sarah was, but this woman has a good relationship with her children. They're grown now, you know. But I always think that once this personality type, not all of them, but a lot of them, once they run out of men, they start bothering their kids, which is one of the reasons why I'm very glad that Sarah was not released and certainly wasn't free again during her son's youth, because in my mind, there is no doubt that left to her own devices, and if she did not meet somebody else at Muldoon's, that boy would have been in a lot of trouble. Just my opinion.
She asked about video stuff.
And something else,
Who has access to
personality
the ring camera?
disorders.
The who?
The ring camera on the door?
We don't have it set up yet.
It's not set up at
Thanks,
all, it
Bill.
doesn't record as.
It's most of it sitting on the table.
Oh, well, there's one like on the door.
Yeah.
that's
I
recording.
don't think it's not set up.
Okay, okay.
There's one that's
Hi, Sharon.
on the table that
Yeah.
he was trying to work on to set up.
Okay. I just saw the one on the
Can
door.
you tell me anything about
Yeah,
him?
I'll go find out. I will go find out. Give me 1 minute and I'll find out. They should have let me know by now. Oh, and you just give me 1 minute, okay?
Do you need another water or anything?
Don't give him
Do you
one.
use the
Take the
restroom?
bottle away. Yeah, she's like, do you have anything a little stronger, if you know what I mean?
Hey, I really gotta go to the bathroom.
I know, but I can't let you leave the room right now, okay? You gotta stay in there for a little while longer, okay?
Do what?
You gotta stay in there for a little while longer, okay?
My stomach.
Why do they do
I'm
that?
about to
That's not
go
cool.
number 2. My stomach is so upset. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, I can't let you leave the room right now.
Can you get me the lady or come to the bathroom with me?
But don't be back in too long, okay? They're here right now, okay?
I don't like that.
Jesus, oh, come on. We're gonna.
Well, you should see the ones that George ripped off the door. Thank you. Dear.
Only the sexy people.
I wrote a couple things that are small.
So I do have a lot more questions, okay? Still waiting, the hospital's.
But is he alive?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've been on the phone with people at your house now, okay? And I'm taking everything you've told me in consideration, trying to convey it to them. So I'm gonna be bluntly about this one, okay? It's not adding up. Like from what you're telling me,
So tell me what I'm confusing with that.
why there's no shell casings where you say there are, and the gunshots aren't lining up where you say either. And so let's talk about this. Help me understand this one more time. We need to explain this again, okay?
Okay.
So he's up, let's start with going up the stairs. Okay, start there.
So we're downstairs on the kitchen, by the kitchen, okay? He has his gun. That's when he takes it out of the casing, asks me if my hand, I have a top, if my hand can go around his gun. He told me to take his cover off the gun, take it upstairs, see if you know. So I did that. There was no gun, nothing got fired or anything, okay? I pulled that thing back.
Yeah.
He told me to pull it back.
Yes.
Okay, that's when 2 or 3 of them fell out on the floor.
Just stop pulling it back one time?
Now I pulled it back like 1 or 2 times,
Okay.
okay? And he told me, like I was gonna shoot like that, if I could hold it. And then the casing fell on the ground. He told me, as he's pick them up, and I was going to throw them in the trash can. He said, put him in the toilet. And I put him in the toilet. And I think I put it either the master bedroom or that one. We walked back over there. And then
Pretend just, do we think she's drunk now? I think yes. That's what I mean by one of these like I call it like thoroughly drunk. Like I don't know if she's still drunk. She's been not drinking for several hours now, but I think she spends a lot of time drunk, so she kind of like always sounds a little drunk maybe. I mean, as I said, she had a very good career. So, I mean, I don't know how good it was at that point, but I think she could keep herself together. But also when people are like, when drunks are like manipulating and they have a certain way of being, she might still be a little drunk. I don't know. I feel like shooting someone, killing them, and having the police show up should be kind of a buzzkill. But some buzzes you really can't kill.
Already threatened me, but when he threatened
You think so? What do you think?
me, he didn't put it, he just touched it to my lips. He didn't
Yeah.
put it in my
To get
mouth.
rid of them forever.
And
Duh.
then he went up the stairs.
Mhm.
And I said, I have a gun
He died.
too.
But
Because he said, don't go to
wait till
sleep
she finds
tonight.
out.
Yeah.
And then I went and got my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was up the stairs. Then I noticed that he had my phone.
Mhm.
So I went up the stairs and I said, when I went up to the stairs, I got right to the first floor, and then I heard, and it sounded loud. And I don't know if it was a shot or he slammed the door.
Good work, Grampy.
But when I got
Thank
up
you.
there, the door was locked.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in, and I said, do you have my phone? He said, yes. And I said, open the door now. And I was banging on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't open it. And I said, I'm going to shoot the lock if you don't open it.
I mean, I would have.
And that's when I put my gun right
Think.
in the corner of the door, like where the lock is right there. I think I'll do that a little bit. And I either put it up and
This is why it's such a she could avoid all of this pausing and trying to think of a story. Just ask for a lawyer. This is a grown woman with life experience and some money in her pocket. Get a lawyer. This way you don't have to do all this hyperventilating and pretend crying and trying to make shit up on the spot. Get a lawyer.
shot, I know I shot one down because I saw it and it scared me when I did it. I don't know why I did it, but that is, and I didn't touch anything of mine. I shot the gun, I shot it, but I didn't touch, unless, I didn't pick, not that I can remember.
No.
It was so.
It was her gun, I think.
So did you shoot anything else then?
Maybe not.
No, I didn't shoot anything.
Did you touch his gun?
I'd
She
already
shot it.
touched it. No, I
After you
didn't
shot
touch it. Mm-mm. I didn't touch it again.
You didn't touch it after you shot him?
I didn't shoot, yes, okay. What you said, shot him, when I shot the door, you mean?
No, when you shot David.
I know, but I shot the door.
But did you touch your gun after you saw that you
His
shot
gun?
David? Yes.
His
Even
gun was right
criminals
there on the
don't
floor
get it.
with my phone. And I got my purse, and I didn't pick it up or anything.
You didn't pick it up?
Mm-mm. I'd already picked it up downstairs.
Okay. So after David was bleeding, you touch it?
I got down on the ground, and I may have pushed it out of the way. I may have
Hey,
pushed it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I got down, and then I was like, I crawled up on his side, and I was trying to lift him up. I don't know.
How was he facing at that time?
He was, the only time I saw him, he was flat down, and his face was looking at the window. That's why
And right
he
into
didn't
Elwa.
move.
So it still doesn't account, like, my biggest concern here is why I have other bullet holes.
Where's the bullet holes at? Mine are only in the.
Well, I don't have shell casings either. Like, they were picked up and moved.
I mean,
Are you sure? So let me ask you this, are you sure?
Val Kilmer, may he rest, also had a lot of plastic surgery in the later part of his life, so that might be why.
The casings you flushed weren't the shell casings, and when you think they were real bullets? Did you flush the shell casing?
well, when I do that,
Yes.
when a bullet comes
After you
out.
shot your gun, did you flush the shell casings?
No. After I shot my gun, I heard him go, oh, or something, made a noise.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh my God, David. And I'm beating on the door. And then I ran downstairs and I got the hammer and I came up and beat.
Mal B and Bella, hi, thank you for the super chat. It is now Yeah, I think I'm going to be going, let me see, it's 6 for about exactly 2 hours because I think Tanika's doing a live around then and then I'm going to log over there. So there. Thank you. Good to see you. Let's get back to this drunk bitch.
So I got a hole.
So, let's talk about the house then in general. Is there any damage to the house anywhere that you've known about?
I think she did get a hammer.
There was, the only damage should be where I shot that, the door.
Mm-hmm.
Where would other damage be?
That's what I'm asking you. Trying to make sense of what I've been told about what you're telling me. And I'm trying to make sense of the two.
I don't think, did he shoot his gun?
I don't think so. You can't tell me he did.
I don't
You're
remember.
not telling me he did.
I don't think he shot his gun.
But your gun was shot a few times.
I shot my gun.
And all the shell casing's been moved, so I don't know what's going on.
So I didn't touch anything. I shot the gun.
Okay?
And I'm trying, I can't even remember. I stood like God. I stood like that.
Uh-huh.
And I said, David, give me my phone. I said, I'm gonna shoot the door lock. And I'm trying to remember if I shot it like say that's the door lock. I walked right up to the door. I think I put it up here. I can't remember if I shot there, but then I shot it right above the door. I know that.
Okay.
I don't know if I shot it. I think I just shot it once.
And then you made a comment earlier that you're familiar with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How are you familiar with guns?
I took some lessons
From who?
from Bill Morgan
Bill Morgan?
Mhm.
Where's he at?
in Brunswick, Georgia.
Oh, Brunswick?
That's another thing that
Okay. Does he have a class down there at school, or what kind of business he have?
He has. They have a
there were a few different things involving her and shooting practice or, whatever they call them. Shooting range things. And if Caroline is here, she'll probably know all the details. But I just know that she lied a little bit about certain things that she was doing and how to shoot a gun and a door.
shooting range,
Mm-hmm.
and he gives lessons there.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
take him. I mean, I've only practiced on a target with my
Yeah.
my Glock.
How many classes have you taken with him?
Probably about
Hey, Miss
4,
Shan.
5. I mean, I know better. I know you don't shoot at a door. I know that. I don't know. I would never,
So why did you shoot at the door then?
because he wouldn't give me my gun. He wouldn't give me my phone back.
Wouldn't give you your phone back?
I think
He had
she
my
will.
phone.
I hope so
Okay.
too.
How did you get your Glock?
How'd I get it?
Yeah, how'd you purchase it?
I bought it
Where?
from that Telluride.
Oh, you bought it yourself then?
I have a Glock, 9mm, and a Ruger, 9mm.
Sorry.
What, in that house?
Mhm.
Okay.
She's
What
like
other guns are
Suge
in that
Knight.
house?
Huh?
What other guns are in your house here?
The only guns that are in the house, my Ruger's on St. Simon's. I don't think my Ruger's here. Did they find out?
No, they're just,
Listen to
so, listen to me, okay? I need you to be completely honest about saying, stuff is not adding up.
I'm
And
trying
because
to,
when stuff doesn't add up, it gives me more questions,
Okay.
okay? Because if things happen the way they were, what you're telling me, before he died, blood,
oh, he died!
if he did die, sit down. If he did, because you're telling me, sit down.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute.
Before he was shot, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to speak out. Before he was shot, if stuff plays this way, before he was shot, there would not be blood on some of the
Yeah,
stuff
look at
there's
that
blood
again.
on. But you're telling me,
I bought it
Where?
from that tail ride.
Oh, you bought it yourself though?
I have a Glock 9mm and a Ruger 9mm.
What, in that house?
Mhm.
Okay.
My
What other
house.
guns are in that house?
Huh?
What other guns are in your house here?
The only guns that are in the house, my Ruger's on St. Simon's. I don't think my Ruger's here. Did we find out?
No, they're just,
Listen to
so, listen to me, okay? I need you to be completely honest about saying, stuff is not adding up.
I'm
And
trying
because
to.
when stuff doesn't add up, it gives me more questions,
Okay.
okay? Because if things happen the way they were, what you're telling me, before he died, blood.
Oh, he died!
If he did die, sit down. If he did, because you're telling me, sit down.
Wait a minute. No,
He
wait a
took
minute.
that well.
Before he
I
was
would have
shot,
jumped
I'm
across the
sorry, I didn't
room.
mean to speak out. Before he was shot, if stuff plays this way, before he was shot, there would not be blood on some of the stuff that there's blood on. But you're telling me certain things happened, and the things you're telling me happened, there's blood on these things that indicate they happened after he was shot. So I need you to be perfectly honest with me about the
Okay.
stage of events of things that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, she is. Of course she knows. She killed him.
When I went up there,
I've heard about that, Joette. You know, this is information coming from Nicole, so take it as you will. Yeah, that's why she flushed the bullets down the turlet. Bye, Monique.
I'm trying to remember when I put my hand in the hole
Mhm.
and twisted the door,
Danielle.
and I couldn't push the door open because his body was right there. And my phone, I think he was walking to the door to give me my phone because it was on the floor. But then
This is that Susan Miracle in Georgia, dentist who shot her boyfriend through the door and in self-defense, claiming that she was shooting the lock off. Hear me out. When are you going live? I saw people asking, and I thought you said tomorrow, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, how do you like that? Oh, I have a question about the bidet. Do you think that Sarah knew what a bidet was before someone in prison told her, or before that whole COVID thing happened where everyone was getting one? Like, before she got arrested the last time, do you think she knew what a bidet was? I know she knows what a quiver is, allegedly. No. Me neither.
his gun was right there.
Right where?
It's right. Like when I walked in, his gun was like right by his leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
uncomfortable.
The gun holder was right there.
Mm-hmm. Where?
On the floor. It was on the floor. It was on the floor. It was on the floor.
Okay.
And then I came in and he was just laying there.
What'd you move? What'd you touch?
I touched everything. Probably. I mean, I know I did. I started screaming. And I just moved like all over, and then I went to him.
So,
Only the sexy people.
you shot the
Like you
door.
want the steak,
Shooting
it's like you
him.
want on the potatoes.
And you think that is the shot that shot David? Time you shut the door.
He went, yeah,
And why did you shoot the door?
to break the lock.
To break the lock? To get in? And why did you want in?
I just wanted to get my phone.
Okay. And, so,
It was everywhere.
mhm. And,
And I even touched his phone in the back of his pocket. I was like this because his face was here.
yes,
And I was here and his legs were here. And his gun was right, like these are his legs. His gun was there. And my phone was there. And then I reached, he was laying flat back and I touched his phone.
Thank you, Meg, for the super chat. Shout out to Poppy. God bless him. I'm going to start this again. I'm going to try to step away again like I did a second ago to go possibly make myself a drink because it's getting late over here. And hopefully she will behave herself. Just all I need is 3 minutes. Because last time she started screaming like
I was all over him. I was hugging him. I mean, I was all over him.
okay.
I didn't even think about anything I was touching or anything.
So-
But my gun is the Glock.
Yes. So let me replay this one more time. You tell me if I understand basically what happened, okay?
Okay.
Y'all had an argument. He went upstairs, locked himself upstairs. I'm skipping some of the details. I'm just focusing on your actions. Locked himself upstairs. You went upstairs trying to get in the room?
Yeah.
You came back downstairs to get a gun?
No,
How'd
I
you,
only went up the stairs one time.
so you went up the stairs with your gun?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying
I can
that.
remember I said he was going up. So he had his gun out. After I said he walked up the stairs with his briefcase on his shoulders,
Yes.
his gun and the holder in one hand. His gun was in one hand. And he had one more thing in his hand. And I can't remember. He had one more thing in his hand.
So, he had a gun in one hand?
He had his briefcase. I remember because he had the gun and the holster were on the kitchen table.
Yes.
When he put the briefcase on his shoulder. He had his gun. And when holster. He may have had my cell phone then. I don't know. I didn't see it with it. And then he told me, he said, I'm gonna take this gun and I'll shove it down your throat or whatever. And he says, do not close your eyes or something tonight. I can't even remember. And I said, David, I have a gun too. And that is when I went to go and get my gun. Then I guess when I came back, he was gone. He was walking up the stairs. He was up the stairs. He was already up the stairs.
Yes.
He was already up the stairs. I started coming up the stairs and I heard a loud noise and I didn't know if it was, it sounded, I wouldn't say it sounded like a gun, but I thought he slammed the door and locked the door. I walked up the stairs. I went straight to the door and I was banging on it for him to open the door. And he said, and he wouldn't, and he opened. I said, give me my phone. And I think he had my journal, he said too. And I don't care if there's nothing in there, but like furniture and just, it's nothing personal. And I said, I said, give me my, I said, give me my phone. I'm thinking I'm going to wait. I said, I'm going to shoot the lock off if you don't give it to me. And I was standing right at the door. And I took my gun and I think I only shot it one time, but I may have shot it twice, but they were both aimed at that door.
So you never turned around and shot another direction?
I never shot in another direction, no.
Okay. And,
All I did was want to shoot and lock off the door.
okay. In this journal you keep talking about, where was the last place you saw your journal?
It's just a little black book. It was beside me on where I was sitting in that chair. It was sitting beside me.
Downstairs in the kitchen? I mean,
No, in the
living room?
where I was sitting in those chairs. Mhm.
How big is it?
It's about like that. And
What did you just make?
there's something stuck in it too. It may have been sitting beside me. It was sitting either beside me or, and my two laptops are right there.
Okay, yes, okay. You got anything right now?
They called you back.
No,
Well, you promised that was you misspoke.
no, I don't know. I mean, you said you shot, and I assume, I'm sorry. We worked several, like, when I think of that.
I know.
Did you
I saw it, but I didn't. I saw the door. I didn't see him.
Just looking over my notes real quick.
Hey,
So this
Avery,
not your
who's
journal?
on the other side of the door, locked in a room.
That's it.
That is your journal?
That's it. Mhm.
Okay.
It's not really a journal. It's just a book. But I went up there to get my phone. Why did I bring my gun up there?
You live anywhere.
So you went up there and got your phone, and earlier you said, like, you didn't care that David,
Mhm.
earlier you said you didn't care that, David looked in your phone or your journal or anything. Like,
Yeah.
he had it, I mean, why threaten to, shoot a wall?
I wanted my phone. I mean, now I think about it. I think about it now. I'm thinking, my God, why did I do that? Get my phone back, But I said, David, open the door. I will shoot the lock off. No, I shouldn't have done it. I'm just about to die. No, I know not to use it. I know that.
What, I'm sorry, what did you just say?
She asked me about why I wanted to get my phone back. And I said, I wanted my phone. I mean, I want my phone. And that's all I did. I didn't even have it. And then he said, I felt kind of threatened a little bit, but I didn't get it to shoot the door, really. I don't know why I got it.
We know why you got it.
I mean, and then when I went up there and
Hey,
the door
detective.
was locked, I was like, David, open the door, give me my phone back. And I banged on the door, banged on the door, banged on it, and he went open. He said, I have your book too, or journal, or whatever. And I said, David, give me my stuff. I said, okay, I was not.
So we watched this trial, not everyone obviously, but this is Suzanne Miracle. Earlier this year, she was sentenced to life without parole. She's a dentist in Georgia. She shot her boyfriend through a locked door in self-defense.
I thought he was going to open the door. Well, there was no screaming, nothing. And I said, David, I'm going to blow the bolt off or the gun or shoot the lock off. And then I shot. I just think I shot it one time, but I don't know. I mean, I think I feel like I shot a little bit higher, and maybe I shot it and then I shot low to hit the bolt. Or maybe I just then I put it down. But God, I didn't know.
Yeah, she's underrated, I think. She's like Sarah Boone with The Job.
I've heard him saying like, oh, like you got hit.
Should have to get into the room. Yeah.
It was,
Hey, Greg.
What was that?
I said, I don't even know. I did not bring it. I thought maybe he might like be holding the gun, his gun still with me. Maybe we're not gonna have a shootout or anything. I've never done that. I started carrying it though after I got beat up. That's when I started carrying it everywhere with me.
Who beat her up?
So here's my problem.
Yeah.
You've explained the gunshot in the door,
Yes.
okay? You tell me you heard a loud bang. You don't know if that was a gunshot or the door slamming, right?
I
But you think it was door slamming.
think it's a door. I thought it was the door slam, but I was like on the second.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the second landing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I finished going up, and then I tried the doorknob, and it was locked.
Okay.
And I banged and banged and banged.
So then can you tell me about the holes in the glass behind on the other side of the stairs?
Where
I don't need anything back
Behind
that
me?
bad.
Yeah, at the top of the stairs.
I only shot my gun that way.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You shot him there. He fell on ground there. I don't think he moved from the spot you shot him till the ambulance first responded, till they moved him, right?
No, I didn't move.
I don't think they moved him. So my problem is I have all these things and I have no shell cases.
That's the
None.
question.
So the
Hey,
only
freaking-
logical explanation here is you did something with them.
Why would I? I mean, I'm told you I shot the door. I mean, why would I move my shell cases?
That's my problem. You shot the door, then I got other bullet holes somewhere else, but no shell casings. And you're the only one that can actually move at this time to do anything with him.
So I shot my gun,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not a shell case for my gun.
Nope.
I do not remember picking anything up.
Did you pick anything up out of the bedroom?
Not that I remember. I touched probably everything in there, including him. Unless I put him in that I had something else on besides this. But I don't know why I would pick him up. I mean, I shot it right there. And I know where they go. They kind of fling and flop, but unless I picked him up and put him in that, my gray thing, but I don't know why I would pick him up.
What gray thing?
I had that outfit, I kind of asked if I could change it.
And
That's what I had on.
yes. And you think you would have picked them up and put them in there?
I don't know why I would have picked him up, but if I did, maybe they're, I don't remember picking him up.
Okay.
I mean, I never pick them up unless even in the range, I'll sweep them up, but I don't pick them up.
Okay. Like I said, that's my one thing that I'm hung up on. When there's nothing there.
I don't recall picking anything up.
Okay.
I can't even.
So when you try to open the door,
Why did I take it?
So
you tried to open the door and he was on the ground. You said the door was
I
he?
like,
Oh,
When I was shot, I heard him make this noise. And at first I thought they was joking around. And then I said, David, David, David. I started screaming. He went to say nothing.
mm-hmm.
And then when I ran downstairs, I got that hammer.
So
I got it reached in under the log.
Hey,
And he was
CJ.
right there.
So it's obvious though that for the gunshots I'm talking about, there's no shell cases too. That's what I'm talking about. But he didn't shoot back through the door at you.
No, he didn't shoot at me.
Didn't shoot at you at all.
No, not that I know.
Okay.
I mean,
You don't know if he shot at you. Right?
if he would have shot, it would have been before I got there. But I didn't know. I don't.
Just a question.
I mean,
Okay.
how many holes are in the door?
One,
Well,
two,
two
no.
would be two.
What
If I shot twice, yeah.
But there's no holes coming the other direction, so I'm just making sure he didn't shoot at you.
He didn't shoot at me. No, and I pushed the door open. And he was laying right there. And I was screaming, David, David, David. And then I just got down on my knees and
Well,
I crawled right over him. And I tried
We're
to.
all here, Grampy. We all love it. I don't know why.
What is taking so long that they can't tell you?
well, I'm
he's
here
alive?
talking to you right now, and I have my phone silent, so, do you have any questions? I'm trying to put together what just, because that's the biggest hole. It's why I have gunshots going and something else, and no shell casings.
So where were the other holes?
In the glass?
In the bedroom?
No.
That's right. We're not hurting
In the
anyone.
window?
Well, I only shot to the door.
You only shot to the door,
With my gun.
and he never just shot, you just heard him slam the door?
You know, my ear.
Yeah.
But it's,
But you didn't hear a couple of gunshots, you just heard one loud bang.
I heard a loud thing. What'd you say?
What you just said, that's what I was gonna touch on.
What were y'all screaming at each other on the way upstairs?
No, we didn't scream at all after the stairs. It was, we screamed and looked, well, not screamed, we didn't scream, but just the argument was right
It was a
there.
good day.
Then we walked around the kitchen. That's when he asked me to do his gun. And I thought that was,
Detective, I had to remove a lot of I slowly have been removing wrenches. The more, every once in a while, somebody like Grampy, for example, will be blocked. So I'm just trying to mitigate the situation because I cannot have that, you know? I mean, Meowgarita, Kentu Sukroi, a lot of people have been unmodded. And I'm just trying to make sure that we don't have people blocked for no reason.
I've held his gun before.
Why, tell me the reasoning behind that. I find that odd as well.
I don't know. He always talks about my little hands, but
Did you play with his gun in the bedroom
no.
afterwards? You
No.
didn't
I-
do what you said?
When I got in his bedroom, he was laying on the ground.
So I'm picturing in my head, if you want to know.
You know what I mean? And I can only,
One thing, I don't want to stop and interrupt, but can I take some pictures of your hand? Can I take a picture of your hand?
yeah. mhm.
Because I keep seeing this and I don't want to forget about that. Yes, ma'am. Here, just first off, do this.
He went,
Just like that. Here, can we move this up just a little bit more? Thank you. Actually, you know what? Move that out. Get that out of the way. Up.
That's as far as-
Go that far, then bring it down all the way. Oh, that works. We'll figure it
Thank you, Route. You are so generous and wonderful to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Here's a little sexy and a little steak and potatoes for you. Steak and potatoes first.
Fuck you on the steak and fuck you on the potatoes.
Always
Only
funny.
the sexy people.
Thanks, Route.
Flip them over, please. Oh, closer together, closer together. And so these,
I don't know where these came from.
you don't know where those came from? Because they don't look fresh. They don't look,
They're fresh. They were not there this morning.
they weren't there this morning.
No, none of this was.
Let's do this. Flip it back over. Over, palm on me. Then I want your hand, open palm of your hand. Thumb out a little bit. Open thumb a little bit more, please. Thank you.
That's when I pulled his gun downstairs.
That's from the gun downstairs?
And when I did like that with his gun,
Mm-hmm.
it got my thumb in there.
Oh,
And he said, pull it again.
sounds painful. Yeah.
And it got there and there.
Yes. Okay, could that be, you think, where do you think that's from?
You know what, I think when I was telling, remember I reached my hand in that hole in the door? That's may have been where, because I don't think my bracelet would have cut it. I think maybe when I reached my hand in the door,
Yeah.
I like it.
And then look straight at me for a second, because you made a comment.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for the super sticker.
Only the sexy people.
Compass Ventus.
Earlier, and
What?
you said you got slapped?
Well, he hit me in the side of my face, but I don't think there's anything. I mean,
Can I take one more to the other side? Will you move your head back behind your ear, please?
Thanks,
Thank
Kathy.
you. There, thank you very much. I'm just wanting to document everything you have, because everything's important.
And then, tonight y'all were arguing about the money and
We were arguing about, it started out, and just the second time for that, I'm selling my practice. I'm supposed to retire and come here. And then after all that, Lily said, I was gonna sell my practice and come here and just practice like sleep
Yeah, I does
apnea.
not like her.
And the other day, he said, the money, what was I planning to do with it? And I said, well, that's part of my retirement. I was gonna put it up for my retirement. And he said, well, I think you should put it in the house and cut down on we have a big loan. And I said, I'm not putting it in the house. I'm gonna put it, because that's part of my retirement. I'm retiring at 62, but that was going into my,
Yeah.
part of my IRA and in my 401.
Jeez Louise.
He got mad. He said I should put it in the house and cut down on loans. And I told him I wasn't going to, because I put more money down when we bought it.
Hey, Jane.
And he got mad. And then
I think they
tonight,
understand it, but I
he
don't
brought
think
that
she
back
does so
up.
much.
about, because he was asking me, he thinks I should get more money for my practice.
Yeah, that was really
And,
horrible. Ugh.
and I was trying to explain to him. Because last year I was real sick and I had 3 surgeries last year, 3 major surgeries, my colon. And so I was out like 16, 20 weeks out of my dental practice. And messed up my income, on the other years, some more. And so he thinks that I should ask for more based on those other years. And I tried to explain that's not how you do it. And he got mad. And again, he said I should put it in the house. And then he said something about money. And I said, well, you would have more money to put in it if you wouldn't be giving her all that money.
It's just me.
And that, I shouldn't have said that.
So was that said tonight?
And then that brought up her. And then he got really mad. But not, I mean, we don't,
Yeah.
that's the only thing we started arguing about a couple months ago. But I mean, it wasn't he didn't know how it was happening.
So, how much is the loan on the house?
1 point.
It's
We bought it for
it's a lot.
1.56, and we owe 1.3. And I put down 200.
No, that's the
and something.
body
He put
count.
down 100.
But that reminds me.
And he got mad at me then because I
So in the body cam, she flipped her ass. Has she stopped, dropped, flopped, and rolled yet? Or stopped, flopped, and rolled yet? And so I'm going to show this to you because I'm proud of this. And it'll give you an idea, those of you who haven't seen her. Her,
Open the door, and then I shot my gun at the door, and it must have hit him.
Check it out, party people. It's the human beatbox. And every time.
911. I'm sorry. It's like, open the door, and then I shot my gun at the door, and it must have hit him.
exactly exactly the same, but bad. That's all.
I backed out and said, no, that I'm not doing this again because I've had that. My last marriage was all about that. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So I backed out. And so we had to redo the mortgage and everything.
Hey, this is forever.
And I mean, he had a chance to back out. I had a chance to back out. And we discussed it. And so we reduced how much he wanted me to put 300 in at first. And I said, no. And I backed out. I think it was 250 or 300. And
bothering all of us, I think.
So I said no. And so then we had to change the mortgage and change everything over. And so we have just a big monthly payment. But I mean, I put in my budget to do it before I did it. And so that kind of started the argument. tonight. And then, of course, she came in on it. It's just, I mean, we had such a great day. And last night, it was so funny. Thursday, even though we had to go do all that for my that blowing thing, I have to blow in, and he was aggravated with that, and because I can't really blow in it very well, and so he can blow in it, and he wanted to blow in it because he can get it going faster. But
I agree, Karen.
please find
It's
out.
I'm gonna try one more time.
You see, he thinks it's dead.
I haven't talked to anybody. He's been on the phone, so I don't even, and to be honest, I haven't been to the house, I haven't been to the hospital. I came in,
I mean, you know, I
to meet with y'all.
I mean, God, I pray. But I know better. I know better.
Right.
It was a stupid phone.
And there's nothing on that phone that you didn't want him to see.
I mean, this guy was texting me, but nothing, I told him about the guy texting me.
Nobody like you're seeing or anything outside of,
What, you
nobody like you're seeing outside of y'all's relationship.
No, this guy just.
We see that all the time, so I'm just asking.
This guy's just, I told him I have a boyfriend, but he sent me some picture. I was like, dear God.
Gotcha.
But,
And who was that?
huh?
What was his name?
I don't want to get him on this.
Oh,
No. This Charlie, I think his first name is.
okay.
But, no, but I don't care. There's nothing in my phone. He sees it all the time. I leave it right there. I mean, I have nothing to hide. He knows. And see, that's another thing. We talked about that, because I've had some bad relationships. We talked about that. I trusted him. I told him everything. Everything. And he had so many opportunities to tell me about this lady. And he's got a really big heart.
Sounds like he's a great
His
guy.
name was David.
Sounds like he's a great guy from what you've been telling us.
But why did I do that? How am I going to tell my children? How am I going to tell his children?
Don't worry, someone else will
I
tell
shot it. I shot him. God, please let him. God, please take care of him. Why did I do that? Why did I just...
Did she forget that she had to go to the bathroom, or did she go when I wasn't looking? Also, I get the feeling that they sent this woman in here because they thought maybe, and she kind of is, I don't know, opening up to another woman. And I get it. And this woman seems fine, but just to look at her, she's not the kind of, she doesn't look like somebody you just want to spill your heart out to. She's a little school marmish or correctional facility officer-ish. She forgot it, yeah. Yeah, she knows exactly what she did. And when people kill someone in self-defense, they feel real remorse. Like, we've seen things where somebody has broken into someone's house and they've had no choice but to kill them, and they're devastated. But not so much. Yeah. She looks stern. Yeah, I mean, she's not. I mean, I prefer that to a lot of other kind of personalities, but I'm not like, she wouldn't make me super comfortable. Hey, another one to say. She's very bad.
I was gonna leave, but I was scared to leave. Because the last time, there's no way I was intoxicated. I have some kind of
Sometimes when
brain
mommies are
fog,
drunk
but
and jealous.
I knew better. Why did I do that? I know not to do that.
Yeah, a little hard.
God. And I said, I'm gonna blow the block I was gonna open the door, David. Why would he walk over there? I think because he knew I wouldn't do it. And I did. And I knew I wouldn't do it either.
Life without parole, she talked herself into. Also on the stand, there was no stopping this woman.
God, shot him.
You said that y'all were going on back and forth about the phone at the door and you were.
No, we didn't go back and forth.
Okay.
No, we didn't. When I said, do you have my phone in there or whatever? And he said, yeah. I said, give my phone, give my phone, give my phone. That's it. I said, I'm gonna shoot the lock off if you don't give me my phone now.
Me too.
Nothing.
No clue.
And so I shot it.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I just.
That's what we were trying to figure out, if she's still drunk here.
Oh my God. And the thing when I got arrested is I kind of had like, I'm seeing a neurosurgeon because they want to see if something from the concussion made me like pass out or have a brain fog or whatever. Because there was no way that, you know, I was intoxicated because I hadn't really had that. I had maybe 3 drinks and all, but they were gone.
3? I thought it was
Started
2.
Like 6:30 and last one was like 11:30. And I don't drink heavy drinks.
Okay. All right.
What were you drinking tonight?
Vodka tonic.
Okay.
But
You're
I
not the
don't
first
feel
person to say
a lot of
this.
vodka.
She does.
He made my first one. I was like, whoa. We were sitting there just, we were 3 hours ago, we were together. I'm such, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I know better. I'm sick.
Yeah, this isn't brain fog. This is drunk.
So hot. Why did I take my gun up there? I really thought he was going to be on the staircase waiting for me with his gun. We were going to shoot each other.
Good, boom. That's what I just did.
I wish I could go back. I would have never, I wasn't planning on doing anything. And he was right there with it. I'm just like, I don't think, if you ask me if I'd shoot through the door, I'd tell you no. If you ask me, I think he'd shoot me and say no. But when he put the gun like that and said that to me, he's never done that. And when he hit me in the head, he's never done
Cheers,
that.
boom, shaky.
God, I praise
I think Fletcher is joining us, but I don't know where he's at.
What? I slipped in it. Like David's been in the house.
One of my many favorite things about Grampy is that no matter, this isn't a very nasty comment, but every once in a while he'll say something that's not super nice. This isn't exactly nice. No matter what it is, red rose at the end.
All week, but by himself. He's there. He's been in there since last Sunday. He stays there. Just him.
Is he able to work remotely? You said he's a VP for a company.
You
said he's a VP for a company. Does he work remotely from home, or does he have to
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's me too.
Okay.
God, David.
mm-hmm.
How long has he worked down there?
Huh?
How
She
long
sure
has he
did,
worked
just
for
me.
them?
Like 30-something years.
And how long have you been practicing dental?
34 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do just general dentistry or do you have a
I do,
specialty?
I do general dentistry, but I do like sleep apnea and Botox, and sedation and implants and God, please, dear God, please.
I know, I remember.
I think I was, I guess, I don't know where I shot him. He's so tall.
Yeah,
How
you
tall
heard
would you
her.
say he is?
He's 6'4".
6'4".
I don't know what the,
And how tall are you?
5'5".
5'5". That's what I am.
I'll never get this out of my mind.
That's right. You shouldn't.
He'll be back in here in a minute. Hopefully.
God, please take care of him. Oh. I mean, I'm just going to dinner with the son tomorrow night.
Which son is that?
Cole. Like gonna vomit everywhere. Oh, why did this happen?
Yeah, I think she is.
Why did it
Because
happen?
also because of the pretty hair comment, you know. She did not have good hair.
Never.
Not that that's a crime. Hey,
Never.
Michelle.
He's just been going through this. I noticed that going through his ankles really swollen. And he finally, I made
That's
him an
good, Chris.
appointment
I
in
want to do that.
January. And he went. The heart never goes to the doctor. And he went, did some tests, and he just had a heart monitor on.
Mm.
He keeps telling me my sons can't believe I finally went to the doctor. He's like, I know. Like you, but you know, like my ex, he got me into his condo. Then he wouldn't let me get out. And I never thought he would do that. I can't believe I
Hey,
shot
Kevin.
through the door.
Only the sexy people.
And hit him.
I will. Thank you, Em and Emily. I look forward to it.
Stupid. I didn't know. So I thought he was laying in bed.
That's true.
God, please. God, if he dies, I'm gonna die. Oh, ever since we bought that house, it's just been like a curse.
Sarah, in my opinion, Sarah looks worse than this woman.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Just everything was just so great.
Probably not.
I don't know, it just seems like. I don't know. Oh my God. We had such a great Christmas there, though. Our family, my family, his family.
Okay, if I may, please. Speaking of cooking for grandkids, where's Disney Mom? What's she
I
doing?
should just
What's she
got
cooking?
in my car. I told him, I said,
Yeah.
I said, I'm just gonna go. I'll just go and get a hotel room, okay? And
Yep.
he said, you better not go. You won't be able to get your car started. I said, well, can I take your car? He said, no.
They have a lot of money, her
I
family,
forgot about
so,
that part.
you know.
And there's no
Suzanne
lock on my
Miracle,
bedroom.
if you mean her.
When you say your bedroom door, are you talking about the master bedroom or separate?
God, be alive. Just want to be alive.
Yeah.
This is just like a nightmare. He really is a good man. I know he just felt sorry for that person. I should just let him keep my phone. Yeah. So stupid. Damn it. Oh, gosh. Wish I could just turn the time. I'm scared he's dead. Y'all just afraid to tell me.
I honestly, I don't know. There's some movements.
Mom.
Hi. Give me just a second.
Why did I go through my home?
I have one more question for you, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So,
He's talking her.
yes, I've got one question though for
What
you.
was going on?
So when this whole thing we went through, and you said he put the gun to your lips,
He put the gun right to her lip.
and continued upstairs?
No. You know, is he dead?
So now answer this question first.
No. We were downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was standing on the step at first. I'd already stepped back down because he told me to get out of his way. And he was walking.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Well,
She knew he was dead, in my opinion.
right there. We were both on the floor. We were both on the kitchen, the floor, not even on the staircase. And he turned around and looked straight at me. My back I was facing the kitchen counter, kitchen island.
Yeah.
And he was facing me, and he grabbed my arm.
How?
Mm.
Well, you got bloody
It's
hands,
just
but just
me.
demonstrate how.
He just like grabbed me like that.
Oh, shoulder?
He grabbed me and he hit me.
Your shoulder?
I don't know how he grabbed me. Maybe I was this way. No, it was this way. I was facing that way. I was facing this way. And he grabbed me right here and he said, he put it in my mouth. He said, I'm trying to think. He said, if you
Yeah. Really.
Oh, if I tell
And if memory serves from her sext to him, he didn't have to force her to do anything. She was driving him crazy.
anybody else about what has happened, he said he was gonna shove it down my throat.
And then from there, you went and got your gun?
And then I said, David, why are you saying this to me? No, we talked. And we still were talking some. And then he said, I wouldn't close my, he either said, don't close your eyes or I wouldn't close my eyes tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, David, I have a gun too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I have a gun too to protect myself. And he went up the stairs and I went to the back closet and picked up my gun.
So,
Like an idiot.
yeah, why don't you get your gun instead of
I don't know.
calling police, leaving? I mean, that's an honest question. I just wondered
Yeah,
what.
no, I mean, because number one, the police already came that one time and he told me if they ever come again,
Mm-hmm.
he will hurt me. And then the incidents I've had with police lately
Mm-hmm.
have not been very good.
You're referring to the recent arrest, the recent arrest, which you're referring to.
Yeah, and then when I didn't call the police when he assaulted me. I called in St. Simon's.
Mm-hmm.
I called the local sheriff
Yes.
because I'm good friends with him. And
So, and then one other thing, the people that were out there first noticed, I've asked you about the shell casing several times, but they said you were actively cleaning the floors with a towel.
yeah, I did do that. I did clean the floors with the towels. I did do that because I slipped. I forgot about. I slipped in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I slipped back in the living. And so I picked up a brown towel. I think it was brown. That was laying in the bedroom, and I did do that. I did wipe I was wiping things up. I was wiping the blood up. It was everywhere, and I was wiping. I didn't even think about anything. I did do that. The towel was right there, a brown towel,
Mm-hmm.
and I started wiping everything. I did do that.
Okay.
I even touched his face. I touched everything.
What'd you move? Do you remember moving anything?
All the stuff that was on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
his gun,
Where'd you put his gun?
I think I just pushed it out of the way or something.
And your phone? Where'd you move your phone to?
And my phone,
Mhm.
then my phone, I picked my phone up to call 911. It was right on the floor. I picked it up to call 911.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put it, they said they were sending something away. I put it down and then I called them again, 911, and then I went and got the hammer when I came back and I was waiting for the police and they said, look, I was sitting right there on the stairs and I picked them and I called my sister twice and she didn't pick up, thank God.
What do you mean you went and got the hammer?
Remember I told you?
Yeah, you said that.
No, I already had the hammer. I already got in, sorry. No, when I got in,
Mm-hmm.
I picked my phone up and called 911 immediately. Because I was trying to feel for a pulse, and I called 911 immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said they were sending someone, and then I was like, David, get up, wake up. I was screaming, and then I slipped again, and there was a towel right there, and I did start cleaning it up and wiping my feet were all in it. And I was like, I did right beside him, and I was rubbing his face.
So you never shot his gun?
I didn't shoot it.
Have you ever shot his gun?
Never. I never.
Shot that gun?
Now, when we were in the kitchen, it was on safety. He said, "Can you touch the? I can't even think. Can you? I mean, I have a license, but can you touch the trigger and hold it up like this to see if my finger would fit?" And I said, well, it's a little bit big, but I did it.
Mhm.
And I said, I don't think I've ever shot his gun.
Okay. And you don't know if his gun getting shot tonight?
Not that I know of. I mean, he's
Not that I know of.
like I told her, he's there all
Not
week
that I
by
know of.
himself, you know.
Well,
I got there
so let me ask
Thursday
you
night.
this. Yes, you got there Thursday night, but you already told me that when you were playing with the gun, some bullets fell out.
Right, they
Right.
did, because the
Okay.
boyfriend, then I turned on, then he said, see if you can touch it.
Yes.
Yes.
But then, was the gun shot after that?
Mm-mm. Not that I know of.
Not that you know.
I didn't shoot it.
Okay.
I held it, I pulled that's where that happened, because I got my,
Show me how that happened.
when I pulled this thing back.
Okay, so you're right-handed, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Are you sure you didn't shoot that gun with two fingers on this hand? That's what caused that?
No, that's when I pulled the top back.
How did it do that?
It got pinched in that back
So
part.
what that would happen is when you're holding it, now that doesn't make sense. Like, how did it happen?
So this is the gun right here. And he told me to pull that back, and I pulled it back just like like when your gun gets jammed and I pulled it back. And when it went back, it pinched that part of my hand.
You're saying your hand stayed on it?
Yeah, it stayed on it. I didn't pull it back, I guess, fast enough.
Yeah.
But he got it right there and right there on his gun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's happened to me on my gun before.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it just looks a little odd. Looks like the slide hit it.
that whenever, when you pull that back, and that's when the bullets came out. And that little piece on the end, I had to yank my hand out of it.
So only one bullet came, or three bullets came out of one, you said?
Three.
And you flushed them down the toilet? Is that house on septic or sewage?
I didn't accept it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You have any more questions about anything? Okay.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude, but I really need to know if he's.
I'm trying to
okay.
figure out all the facts of everything that happened, because what you're telling me is not making sense, and I'm trying to.
It's
put
still
it
not
together.
making sense?
No, not from what they're telling me they see there.
What, I mean,
I think you shot his gun one time, at least.
that I shot it?
Maybe, I don't know, or shot your gun more than you're telling me, but there's bullets.
She has these moments where, in my opinion, she like slips up and she comes off like a real nasty drunk for a second.
Holes were, okay, so if he had the door was closed, nobody was shot out of that room, right?
No.
And he was on the ground, not doing anything when the door opened, right?
Oh, yeah. When I
So,
pushed the door open, he was there.
and all you heard was loud bang, not multiple loud bangs going on.
The only thing that could happen is he had his gun.
Mm-hmm.
He had his gun with him. So if he shot his gun, he shot that. Before, when I was walking up the step, I heard a loud bang. I think it was the door, but he's the only person that would have his gun.
But it was only one, wasn't several?
Several
I think
what?
it was
Loud
hers,
bangs. Just one?
but she messed with his too.
Okay. So,
And then I shot through that door. But I only shot my gun. I mean, everything should be, I don't even know how many bullets were in there, but
I don't know yet.
I promise I only shot that door.
Okay. Well,
I didn't bring my gun up there to do anything. I guess so he'd see it. So I was thinking when I came back up that he was gonna be there. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was just thinking when I came back up those stairs, that he was gonna be there, but I didn't bring it like to hurt somebody. I didn't. And then when the door was locked, And he didn't say, I thought he was laying in bed. Why did I do that?
What was that?
So, I'm gonna tell you, okay?
Yeah.
He did not make it.
Yeah, at least.
Oh my God.
Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Oh my God. 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 Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's so important to have these facts.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's what I heard.
No.
When I said, oh my God, or whatever it was, that's what I heard somebody in that room let out a big belch.
Oh my God. Oh.
He's just letting her do this, you know?
Oh my God. Oh my God, no, no,
Hi, Shallow. Hey, Disney, we were just talking about you. Or any detective, doesn't have to be a female. This guy's like, you done? You can't even see them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
or disappear.
Oh my God. Oh. David! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We missed you, Disney Mom. Don't make me bring the fat boys
Oh
back.
my God! We talked about going to Hawaii to get married last night. He can't be dead.
Okay.
Oh my God! Oh, how did this happen?
Yeah. God forbid.
Children
It wouldn't
know.
sound like this though.
I haven't gotten any of the contact information on this interview.
God.
Where does your son live? Atlanta?
Oh
This
my
guy is
God,
like-
he talked with his son that night. We're just gonna dinner with his other son tomorrow night. We're gonna have this great. He was gonna retire in 2 years. Oh my God, I shot him.
No, we'd be talking to our attorneys, Alexa. But also, we wouldn't be here for this.
Oh my God.
Did I say I didn't want to? I love that case. I mean, I don't love that case, but I want to watch that trial altogether for sure. That is a very interesting case. I mean, yeah, of course I want to come watch that case.
Oh my God. Y'all.
Did I say I didn't? Are you trying to assume that I don't want to? Thank you for reminding me about it. It's on my list somewhere. Yeah. Because someone has to, Carolina. Someone has to feel embarrassed because she's not. I'm always embarrassed because of these people. And sometimes some of the things I do. Because... I bet you can. The cop is so good, I wish we could see him better. I think they got to see a lot. A lot. Her body cams were worse than this. Yeah. He's playing Candy Crush on his phone.
I just wish I would have made the bed or left. Oh God. Oh my God. I thought I'd find it. Oh, Bill.
Woodbridge Widow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Be careful.
God.
Look at this.
So which son do you want me to call?
Do you have their names?
You gave me the names earlier, yes.
Do we have their numbers?
I get it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Where's the son live? Does he live locally or
They both live here.
here?
They both. Evan, oh my God. Evan lives in Atlanta. He works with his dad. And Cole lives in Buford.
So,
And even his ex-wife. We're friends.
we need a human beatbox for this.
Oh my God! I shot him!
Yeah. Through a door. You monster. Where's she going? He's smiling. Laughing.
I'm gonna step out just for 1 second, see if we can find those numbers. If you need anything, let us know. Just hang out right here, okay?
She took the stand in court.
Well, somebody's right here, right here. No, I can't leave the door open because there's an office right here, okay? All right, we'll be right here.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She's on the
I got
phone.
your number, I'm gonna text you, text number.
Okay. Say that for me, please. How much? Miss Walt, for me. Miss Walt.
Am I being arrested?
Yeah. You killed him. You just said it.
Can I find your back, please?
Oh my God. Can I call someone?
Not at this moment.
Brian.
Huh?
Not at this moment.
Oh my God.
Okay, Troy, she restrained.
She did, but she forgot.
It's gonna
She
be a
had to
lot
be,
easier to
apparently.
turn this way.
What?
It's gonna be a lot easier to turn your horse this way. You're
Okay,
gonna hold it.
I'll fix my arm. Oh my God. I'm trying to fix my arm. Oh my God.
And she's not thrilled, but she's not terrified.
I didn't,
Sarah is
didn't
Sarah.
mean to kill him.
Okay, just bear with me. all right?
Okay, it's kind of tight on this arm.
You got plenty of room.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, Scripsy.
It was an accident.
All right, I'm not asking any questions, right? So, just relax, we just.
Oh my God.
Barry.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, do you have anything in your pocket?
No.
Just your glass?
Can I get my glasses?
I'll get them for you.
What are you doing?
I can search you first. Do you have anything in your pockets? Like your pockets and stuff?
Okay. There's
Just
nothing.
tissues?
Oh my God. What is happening? Oh my God. Oh, oh.
Okay. Turn the pistol off for me, search your shoulder for me. You can spread a little water for me. Thank you. Oh. You said there's nothing in your pockets?
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
I'll tell you about Mary Winkler, right in a second. Yes, Carol Burnett is the queen of comedy, and her Sunset Boulevard, Nora Desmond, is amazing. I love her. So, um, Mary Winkler is a woman who, I think they had 2 kids, right? She was married to a pastor and she killed him and took the kids and went to the beach. Now, I don't know this case that well, and I haven't seen it in a while. Hey, Ocean. Were you here before, or did I say hello to you? Anyway, sorry. And she spun a yarn when they caught up with her. And on the stand, she told quite a tale of her husband being a deviant with her. And I mean, I don't want to give too much away because it's really better to hear her say it, but it's quite something. And I'm going to cue it up for next week because I think we'll all really enjoy it. Also, well, I'm not going to spoil any of it, so we'll all watch it together. It's really interesting. Let me see. Okay, so we have a half an hour before I'm going to redirect to Tanika's premiere. Is actually, yes, it's an emotion. Yes, and Gone with the Wind. They were all good. But when she does the hanging boobs, that's my favorite. That kills me. Oh, she's so funny. Yeah, remember her? That was really something. Hey, Samuel, how are you? So let me see what else I got here. Oh, Fletcher, this is something from something you told me about. There's this. It's Cranford Town Meeting. This isn't the Bangholio one. It's this guy breakdancing. Fletcher Boy told me about something he was watching. I've also got this live oatmeal Karen, but I have to make sure that there isn't too much of that live talk with Mike in it. I don't want to steal his whole show. And I haven't really watched this whole thing yet, but this is only a minute long. Let's see. This is a man breakdancing in protest against property tax hikes at a town hall meeting in Cranford, New Jersey.
Mr. Thilly, I started your time.
We'll watch Bangholio next. Only a fool would. I feel like nothing is legal there. Yeah.
How was everyone's weekend? Good.
Okay.
I need you to get fired.
Let me look for the Bangholio one. I think I might have it queued up. I'm not sure.
Anyone else address Township Committee?
Yes, my name is Bongholio. The spelling of that is Bongholeo. And this is my baby Bongholita. Unfortunately, my wife left me with the kid. My wife Pinkholio couldn't be here, unfortunately. So let me just.
Sir, just so that you know, it's difficult for us to hear you with the background.
I can't hear in this thing anyway, so I don't know what you're saying.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Being a father is the toughest but best job you'll ever have in your life.
To the fine residents of Cranford, New Jersey, welcome to the Cranford Dance Party. Feel free to shake your hips, clap your hands, and groove to the music.
Sounds like Sarah.
It is my great honor to present to you Bongholio and baby Bongolito.
It's big bong o'clock, yeah, it's hit 30. I've been sucked on a lot, so I'm a little dirty. Is everybody smoked up in the building? It's been a minute, tell me how you're healing. Cause I'm about to get into my feelings. How you feeling? How you feel right now? Oh, I've been sucked on by so many people. Oh, the women, they're always my favorite. Oh, I'm not the bong I was used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music. Give me a light. Pack up my headpiece. Let's all get stoned tonight. Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bong. Turn up the music. Give me a light.
Compass.
Pack up my headpiece. Let's all get stoned tonight. Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bomb. In a minute, I'ma need any kind man or woman here to smoke me up. Yeah, I'm feeling buzzy, walking in my Chuckies with a shade of purple that's fabulous. Cause I don't give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 hits in my cup. Keep it to get up, I hop and kick it down. Oh, how I feel right now. Oh, I've been sucked on by so many people. Oh, the women, they're always my favorite. Oh, I'm not the bong I was used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music. Give me a light. Pack up my headpiece. Let's all get stoned tonight. Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bong. Turn up the music. Give me a light. Pack up my headpiece. Let's all get stoned tonight. Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bong. Bitch, you know what time it is. I'm smoking pot tonight. 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 Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bong. I'm smoking pot tonight. 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 Okay. All right. I'm a big damn bong. I'm smoking pot tonight. I'm smoking pot tonight. I'm smoking pot tonight. I'm smoking pot. I'm a big damn bong. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Love Cranford.
Anyone else wish to address the Township Committee?
It's a tough act to follow. I think the next guy
What are you
is.
doing, man? Are you stopping me because I'm a trans woman?
I think the next guy is was the breakdancer too. So those meetings must get pretty crazy. Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone? Anyone else have something to say or dance about or? Yeah, I guess he. My guess is he went to his car and took off his costume and one person clapped. You want to see the trouble with trans? We may as well. Let's see how long this is. Oh, it's longer than we've got, and I don't want us to get all wrapped up in it. Let me try to find something else. I'll save this though for future. Watching.
On New Year's Day, 2024, a little after 5 in the
I'm the victim!
We've got DoorDash girl.
Remember, I'm the victim!
We don't see stories like this very often. A DoorDash driver who went viral claiming she was sexually assaulted on a delivery, only police say that's not what happened at all. And now she's the one facing felony charges, and a grand jury just made a major decision. So what really happened inside that house? And did she cross a line? We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Hey guys, real quick, I want to tell you about this app called Upside that gets you
I have to get
cash
them
back
together
on
so
everyday
we can watch them
purchases
all.
like gas, groceries, and takeout. Here's what you do. Download Upside for free, claim an offer at one of their 100,000 plus locations, then pay like you typically would with your card. Verify the driver. Olivia Henderson, per police, does what probably no other delivery driver would do, you would think. She allegedly pulls out her phone and records the man. And then she goes a step further and puts that video on TikTok. And the story she tells, it is a
She's already been to court and things are not going well for her.
very serious story.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver.
Hundreds of thousands of people viewed that TikTok, but according to the Oswego Police Department, that's not what happened. Police say the man was not a predator. He was unconscious, incapacitated by alcohol. He was drunk, according to police. And according to their investigation, no sexual assault occurred. So the investigation was not focused on him. The investigation was focused on the person who took a video of him, that DoorDash driver, Olivia Henderson. And Henderson was
think they
arrested
do.
in November. She was charged with 2 felonies, unlawful surveillance and dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. Now this story just took another major turn and got even more serious because on May 1st, a grand jury indicted Henderson, finding probable cause that she committed felonies, and she appeared in court that same day. And you can see that we have video of her walking into that courtroom courtesy of WSYR TV. Now she's pleaded not guilty to these 2 felonies that she faces, but this case is not going away anytime soon, it seems, because if she's convicted, she is looking at up to 8 years in prison for what she allegedly did. So The big question that is at the center of this, it's an obvious one. What really happened that night? Was she a victim who was fighting back, or did she cross a major legal line by recording an unconscious man, allegedly, and putting him on the internet as he lay inside his own home? Now, according to the Oswego Police Department, this happened back on October 12th, 2025. So this has been going on for a while. And Olivia Henderson was working as a DoorDash driver in Oswego, New York, which is north of Syracuse. It's right on Lake Ontario. And according to police, when she arrived at the home of this male customer, he was, quote, incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. And I mentioned she posted a video of him on TikTok, which reportedly went viral. And she continued to post with one of her videos reportedly totaling, get this, 30 million views. In her original video, which she said TikTok kept removing, she claimed the customer had intentionally exposed himself to her. And she said she was a victim of a sexual assault. I mean, these are very serious allegations, and they're very concerning allegations that a police department would need to investigate fully. Now, Henderson went on to allegedly say that she reported everything to DoorDash and the customer was banned. Then, according to her TikTok videos, DoorDash deactivated her account.
3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this.
She means my neighbor. I did a video on the other channel yesterday about my neighbor, except for if, I mean, not that I doxed her at all, but if anyone was doxing it, that case, it would be me. I came as close to it as closer than she did.
My third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. I recorded it to DoorDash and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
He got his food.
Which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back.
And she said her only justice was exposing the man she claims assaulted her online.
No, I'm going to keep telling my story. Like, this is the only justice I'm getting, is exposing this man and having posted that video and it has gone viral. Like, now he can live with shame and embarrassment if people have seen it and knows who he is or where you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one being punished. He's not getting in trouble with the police. He didn't lose his job if he has one. Like, what's going on with him? Why am I getting fired? Why are my videos getting taken down and why am I getting strikes? Like, I'm about to lose my account. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim.
And Henderson was right. The police were not helping her. They were actually focusing on her. On October 16th, 2025, DoorDash posted its own statement on TikTok. It said,
hang on, Siba. I blocked you by accident. I'm going to put you back.
Quote, we've seen some tough and sensitive posts over the past few days, and we want to clear the air. No one should ever have to experience sexual assault, harassment, or abuse, and DoorDash never deactivates someone for reporting it, full stop. We take these reports incredibly seriously and work closely with law enforcement to investigate and support those affected. In this case, the Dasher let us know about an experience that made them feel unsafe, and that is exactly what we always want Dashers to do. Our team immediately began investigating and has been in direct contact with law enforcement and is prepared to fully support any of their efforts. However, posting a video of a customer in their home and disclosing their personal details publicly is a clear violation of our policies. That is the sole reason that this Dasher's account was deactivated along with the customers while we investigate. We've also ensured that the Dasher has full access to their earnings. We know these are sensitive situations, and we want every Dasher to know if you ever feel unsafe or experience something concerning, come to us. We're here to listen, act, and support. Now, the man depicted in the video cooperated with investigators and provided a statement. Police determined that he was unconscious at the time and he was not capable of any intentional act. The statement goes on to say, quote, the video along with the subsequent investigation indicates that the male was incapacitated and unconscious on his couch due to alcohol consumption. The video was taken from the exterior of the male's residence. The DoorDash driver subsequently posted the video to social media where it drew significant attention. It was further discovered that the DoorDash driver had made claims of being sexually assaulted during this incident. The investigation by the Oswego Police Department determined that no sexual assault occurred. The male depicted in the video cooperated with police and provided a statement, end quote. And that is a blistering response to very disturbing allegations that were made allegedly by Olivia Henderson. Then we go a month later, November 10th, 2025. Weeks after her videos went viral, Henderson was arrested. She was charged with 2 Class E felonies, second-degree unlawful surveillance and first-degree dissemination of an unlawful surveillance image. And then, of course, she was indicted. She pleaded not guilty, and that is where we are today. Henderson is due back in court on June 5th, 2026. Joining us now once again to talk about what is really just a bizarre case, Paul Townsend, criminal defense attorney. Good to see you here on Law and Crime. So she has been indicted now in this case. What do you make of where we are at this point?
Yeah, Olivia Henderson has been indicted. Protect people's privacy in general, whether they're in their house or whether they're in.
When you learn, when it comes to like photographing, a crime scene or something of like what your right to privacy is. Like, and if you see something, when you go to that crime scene, the crime scene tape, that's what we're taught and all of that. In eyes of the law, and in this case, if he's inside his house, like what is his right to privacy in a case like this where he's being recorded?
So inside his house, he has what the law terms a reasonable expectation of privacy. Now, in most circumstances, that applies to law enforcement's actions. Law enforcement can't conduct a search without a warrant of his house. They can't enter his house without permission or without a warrant. But there are certain parts of the penal code that protect people's privacy in general, whether they're in their house or whether they're in any other place where they would have a reasonable expectation of privacy. And unlawful surveillance in the second degree, which is what Ms. Henderson has been charged with, really prevents somebody from, for their own amusement, entertainment, or for the purpose of just degrading somebody, recording them in either a state of undress or in some kind of sexually gratuitous way. So the fact that it's in the house, I think, really just kind of solidifies who's kind of in the wrong in this situation. But it's really, a shame for this guy who now has to go through all of this, who has to testify in front of a grand jury, who, if she decides that she wants to exercise her right to a trial, he's going to have to take the stand in a public trial and talk about this. And then his identity is going to be out for the world because the case will get more media coverage.
I'm redirecting to her. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what time I don't know where you're at. And CJ, I think it was CJ who was asking. I put the other channel in the chat.
So it really is a shame how this has really kind of turned this poor guy's life upside down, and his privacy has really been invaded, for no other reason than he was drunk on his own couch and specifically left instructions not to ring the doorbell, not to come inside, but to just leave the package at the front door. And had that been done, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it.
How important is that? Because obviously anybody who orders DoorDash, like you can tell, like I hate when people ring my doorbell. So it's like mine says like, please don't ring the doorbell, just leave it there, take a picture. Like the fact that you have in writing, if you're a prosecutor, of like your job is to leave the food right at the door, don't go inside, as opposed to if he had said, please come inside, lay it like right here, even if he didn't, like how much does just that probably sentence that he has on his DoorDash account impact potentially what her defense could be if this were to go to trial?
It certainly hampers her ability to put a defense together, because the idea would be essentially that she could potentially try and finish.
Also, do we know if it was a jar? TikTok is like the Wild West. I don't know. These people are doing all kinds of crazy, stupid shit over there. I know they've cracked down on a lot of things, but what a mess.
finagle some argument that in the absence of any kind of explicit instructions, she wasn't sure if she should ring his doorbell, if she should, kind of peer in to see if he's in there. But since we have these explicit instructions, basically saying, you don't need to come in, you don't need to ring the doorbell, you don't need to wait for me, you don't need to have any personal contact. All you have to do is just drop the package off at the front door and you're done. It really kind of solidifies that what she did was not
very
in
casual.
any way within the scope of any acceptable work-related function. Not that ever recording through a glass door would be a normal thing for a DoorDash person to do, but you could imagine a situation where if there were no instructions, somebody coming up and a door is open, the DoorDash person might, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, look inside, see if the person's there so they can personally hand it to them. But in this particular case, he made it clear, you don't need to do any of that, just put it down and go away.
And, looking at the statement that police had put out at the time of her arrest, and it was, quote, "It was further discovered that the DoorDash driver had made claims of being sexually assaulted during this incident. The investigation by the Oswego Police Department determined that no sexual assault occurred." If she made those allegations, and I know she did publicly make those allegations, I believe she also filed a police report. Does that pigeonhole her in?
There you go.
Like if you're a defense attorney and if you do want to take this to trial, that you kind of have to go with that account that she gave back then as what her defense potentially could be?
I don't know if it necessarily pigeonholes you. It's certainly going to be difficult to raise that as a viable defense given the reaction of the police department. If she were, for her to make that argument, she would essentially have to take the stand to say, I felt sexually harassed by the way that he was when I went up there, which is going to be a difficult thing to claim if he's passed out on a couch in his own home and doesn't have any personal interaction with her whatsoever. Claiming sexual harassment just by virtue of somebody sleeping on a couch is a tough sell, I think, on a good day. But it's not necessarily something that I think she's going to be required to do. I think she's going to the extent that she wants to take this to trial, and I really don't think this case is going to wind up in a trial. I think it's going to ultimately be kind of maybe reduced to something, non-criminal and worked out with, some sort of either probation or community service, something like that. But I think it's going to be, the defense would have to be, that this wasn't done for entertainment or profit, but I think that's a hard sell, and she put it on TikTok.
Yeah. And it's a very hard sell. And, to your point, if it doesn't go to trial, but then I also think of like a civil side of it, like could be a problem for her considering, how many people saw that video. Like, how does that part of it kind of get involved where it's like, okay, so here's the criminal part of it. Maybe she does plea out and it's, ends up being something non-criminal unless, if you're this victim, 30 million people saw that video. Who knows what type of impact it had on his life because, we don't know his identity at this point. Like, how is that part kind of quantified and understanding like what the impact really was on his life, but also knowing like as a DoorDash driver, she's probably not someone who has like a ton of money at 23 years old.
Right. And that's really kind of the rate limiting factor in a case like this. So when you have a situation where, somebody.
Okay. Well, that wasn't much of the DoorDash lady in the video, but I don't know if she's convicted yet. Anyone? Yes, and Laura Owens too, like a real fake victim nonsense, trying to use all the buzzwords to make her case, and just bad, big problem. So we're going to now redirect to Tanika, and I'll see you there. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. This was really fun. Bye. See you soon. Tozy is attending her trials. Forgot about that.